week out, prophesied the downfall of this place called America, which is spiritually Rome, Egypt, Babylon, Sodom, and Gomorrah, and to tell our people about the fear of the Lord, the trust in the Lord, and as well as many other prophecies. MOT to the B, Revelation 13 talks about the paragma, what you cannot buy or sell. These are all the things we come out here week in and week out to tell our people. But before we go any further, let's give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Karkwadash.
All right, double honor to our apostle elders, a great millstone. Hey, look, we just going to get into some fear, all right, because the Israelites lack fear of the Lord. All right, unless you got precept, want to start off with?
Yeah, we can start off with Sirach.
None. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 1, verse 21. It says, the fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath.
Okay, it says the fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and we know that that sin is a transgression. Sin is transgressing the law, statutes and commandments. You know, and so if you fear, you know, fear is gonna purge out sin. You know, with fear is being obedient to the Lord's will.
Got a definition for you. Got a definition of fear. It says, an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone, remember that word, the belief that someone, right, or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or threat.
So who is likely to cause pain? You know, which we know that the words of the Lord don't go out void. So you know, He don't make threats; He make promises. You know, whatever the Lord says, whatever the Lord commands, it's going to be done. You know.
That's not fair. This is 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. And this is why we should fear the Lord. It says, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and he bringeth up. Yep.
He says, he said, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. You know, so Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he's in control. You know, he has everything. Everything is in the power of the Lord's hand. You know. So whatever your judgment is, you know, whatever you're doing the daily, man, hey, it's all orchestrated by the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know, so if the Lord requires your spirit, hey, that's all of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. A lot of our people, they like to think that the spiritual demon Satan is doing his own thing. You know, they like to think that he has the power to take a spirit. But no, you know what I'm saying? Little do they know that, you know what I'm saying, that the spiritual demon Satan, he's under the authority of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And they say, that Satan cat killed my baby. Nah, that was Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know? Right. It was the judgment of the Lord.
And that's why you should fear, because the issues of life and death belongeth unto him. Right? It began 1 Samuel 2 and 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. Right? Whether you survive a serious injury, it's all who you call God and Jesus that allows whether you are stay on the earth or sent back to the spiritual world, man.
Because also Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he makes us alive spiritually, man. Because we was once in a dead state of mind. You know what I'm saying? That's where the book of Ezekiel goes into those dry bones, man. Because we didn't know who we were. We didn't know the heritage. We didn't know the names of the Lord. You know. So you know, through this word, man, hey, the Lord, he revived us, man. You know, the Lord brought us back to life. That's
right. Psalm 68 and 20. He that is our God is the God of salvation, and unto Yahweh the Lord belong the issues of death.
the issues of death belong to the Lord, man. You know.
And that's why we should fear.
Nah, that's why. Hey, that's why it would behoove you to depart from evil, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when you depart from evil, that means that you fear the Lord, man. That means that you're going to apply the instructions that the Lord it has given to us in these scriptures, man. This is the instruction manual, man. The book of life.
This is back in Sirach chapter 1, verse 21. It says, the fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath.
And so having that fear, you know, through your obedience, you know what I'm saying, and you know, doing the Lord's will, you know, being in compliance, you know what I'm saying. That's going to purge out sin, man. You know, that's going to keep you from from that judgment coming upon you. You know what I'm saying, which is what it says. It says the Lord's wrath, which is his fierce anger. You know, the Lord's indignation, man. You know, because you don't want to be out here, man, and the Lord end up turning you into a vegetable, man, to where you need to be spoon-fed, or where you hook to some IVs and they got to feed you through a straw. Because that's the power that we serve, man.
You said, fear the Lord drive away sins, right? That's what the scriptures say. This is Sirach, chapter 21. Verse 2. First I started one. It says, my son, hast thou sinned? Do so no more, but ask pardon for thy former sin.
Hey, so what? So basically, like the brother's going into, you know, when you fear the Lord, that's gonna you know, that's gonna pardon you. You know what I'm saying, from that judgment. Why? Because you're not gonna transgress the laws. You know, you're not gonna eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna smoke. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna defile your temple. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna shave your beards. You know what I'm saying? Women not gonna be promiscuous, man. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna be committing adultery. You know?
You know, you're understanding the fear. You have the faith to believe. You know, you can't fear something if you don't have the faith to believe in it. You know?
Hey man, cause like the brother beautifully going into, you know what I'm saying, you can't you know, if you don't believe in something, you know, you can't, if you don't believe, you can't have the fear, you know. And the Lord and you know, doubt, man, that's a demon, man, that you gotta rebuke. You know, cause all things are possible with the Lord.
Okay. It says Sirach 21:1, my son, hast thou sinned, have thou transgressed? Do so no more, but ask pardon for thy former sins. Here's the point. Verse 2, flee from sin as from the face of a serpent, for if thou comest too near, it will bite thee. The teeth thereof are the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men. So we're supposed to flee from sin, but that starts with what? You fearing. Understanding that, look, man, if I sleep with this dude's woman, Lord could put me to death. Right? But guys don't, and that's why we promote the fear of the Lord, man, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord. We persuade men. We're trying to convince you through these scriptures that, look, you need to be fearing the God of the Bible. You know? Don't fear man. Right? Fear the God of the Bible, man. Because he can totally jack you up. And pain is the ultimate understanding. You know what I'm saying? You put somebody through enough pain, then okay, I get it. And that's what you see happening to Israel. But 2/3 ain't gonna get it. It says, Sirach 21:2, it says, flee from sin, which is transgression of the law, like he was going into the foods and stuff like that. It says, from the face of a serpent, if a snake is in your face, you don't try to get the hell away from it. It says, for if thou comest too close, it will bite thee. That's right. You know? That's why, look, you gotta watch your company, watch the people you around. You know, a companion of fools is going to be destroyed. You go ahead,
Now, you know, as the brother was going into, man, hey, man, that's the spirit, because the scripture says abstain, it says abstain from all appearances of evil. You know, so hey, that's why we can't like the brother was saying, you know, watch the company you keep, man. We can't follow a multitude to do wickedness. We can't be in that spirit of go along and get along. That's why the Lord, he set a standard, man. He told you know through these scriptures, man, the Lord is giving our people correction. You know what I'm saying? And they fail to realize that they don't hearken. That you know they don't understand the punishment, that the penalty behind that, you know, which is death, because what the wages of sin are death.
That's right. They don't understand the reason why they're being judged. They're being judged for things because they're not fearing their God. You know, they're not being in order. And the Lord has requirements for our people, man. I'll get that for you. The Lord requires that. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, watch Thor's War. Yeah. It's Deuteronomy 10 and 12. It says, Now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
It says, what did the Lord require of thee? So a requirement is pretty much the Lord is demanding you to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an obligation. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no. You don't have a choice. You know?
Right.
Like, because you know, if you do contrary to what the Lord is telling you to do, then pretty much you don't want to live. You know what I'm saying? You hate life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, those who hate me love death.
Come.
I got the definition of require real fast.
No, you got it, brother.
Okay. It says require is a verb. It says need for a particular purpose. What's the purpose of fearing the Lord? Salvation. You know, but you know, our people think that they're highly blessed, saved, and delivered already. Like those Zebulonites or Issacharites that came out last week, passing out them flyers since they were saved. Or saved from what? You know, it says require, a need, be in need of, essential. All right, requisite, prerequisite, mandatory. Yeah, so it's mandatory.
It's mandatory, so that means it's a must do.
Yep. So I'm gonna read on. Deuteronomy 10 and 13, it says, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
For thy good. So hey, it's necessary, you know. It's essential to your well-being, you know, to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, you know, which was given to our forefathers, because our forefathers made that covenant, you know, which is an agreement that we would keep and do the things that the Lord set out for us to do, you know.
Yeah, for our good. You know. Well, you don't have this wisdom now. Look, what's that BBC producer, right? This man was popping dogs, man, and then deleting them after that. You know, the Lord put this breath on us to be a special people, and it starts with us fearing and recognizing who our power is, man. But Jake don't want none of it. You got it.
I was just gonna say, cause you know, through that agreement that we made through us, cause we are the nation, you know, that was given those laws, statutes, and commandments, you know, which that, you know, that makes us set apart from these other nations. You know, cause we you know, cause that's how the nations recognize us as that wise people, you know, as a wise nation, you know, a people that have that knowledge from on high.
If you don't have anything, I got something else. I can bring it. Come. Yep. So this is back in Sirach chapter 1, verse 8. It says, "There is one wise and greatly to be feared, the Lord sitting upon his throne."
It says there is one wise and greatly to be feared, man. because like the brother was going into, you know, what fear means, you know what I'm saying, with dread, man. When you think these and see these other nations, man, they called our power Alashaja, you know, that demon like power, man. Because the judgments that the Lord can bring, man, are hideous, man. Like the things that the Lord can bring, man, you can't even stomach, man.
Yeah.
You know, and we know, you know, we know from the past, you know, from you know, the situations that happened, you know, from the Lord having it to where the earth had opened up, you know, to where you know, what was those children that was mocking, you know what I'm saying, they got killed by what was that, the sheep bears, you know. So we know that, man. If you try to go against the grain of the Lord, man, hey, he hey, man, his wrath, man, it's something that is unbearable, man. Something you don't want to deal with. Because also the Lord deals with the elements, man. You know, tempest, you know, the flames of devouring fire. We've been seeing we didn't see the wildfires. You know what I'm saying? The hailstorms, the tornadoes and blizzards and all that. You know.
I was looking waiting about that kind of long time. You know, I know it's in Kings, but so yeah, that was a horrible thing, and our people don't understand that those things come from Yahweh Shai, those terrorists. It's like the thing that's going on over there now, man. You know, between those two heathens. You know, we ain't gotta say their names, right? But that's the Lord, man. That's the terror of the Lord. All those people over there being deleted.
The Lord also said greater evils are to come. Like greater evils are to come. Like cannibalism is coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, things gonna get real bad out here, man. You know, these different famines, pestilence. You know what I'm saying? These different diseases. You know.
Yeah, we got that scripture. It says 2 Kings 2:23. It said, and he went up thence unto Bethel, and as he was going up by the way, right? This is Elijah was already taken up, right? And Elisha was mourning, you know. His understudy. It says, and as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city and mocked him, and said unto him, go up thou bald head, go up thou bald head. And I mean, look at that now. Put that in, you know, in perspective now. A bunch of kids, you know, walking, being little gremlins, and mocking somebody with a bald head. People would laugh. People think it's cute, funny. You know what I'm saying? Even the guy, you know, might think it's funny. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what happens when look, that's why you got to be very, every idle word that men shall speak. That should put fear in our people just by hearing these scriptures, man. You got to give an account thereof. That's why you men and Lord don't talk too much. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. It says that he turned back and looked on them and cursed them in the name of the Lord. And when you curse someone, you're wanting physical harm to come their way. It ain't the S word, it ain't the F word, the F-bomb. All right, that's just rude speech. You know? It says, and cursed them in the name of the Lord. And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood, and tear 40 and 2 children of them. And he went thence to Mount Carmel, and from thence he returned to Samaria.
Wow, bro. 42.
42?
Man, bro. That's a Lord. God, that's a Lord's amount, bro. Hey, the spirit of vengeance was on that bear, man.
Exactly.
And that's why, hey man, it'll behoove you for Jake to get right, man. Jake got to start taking things more serious, man. Because that's how people problem. They turn everything to a roasting session. Everybody they see, you know what I'm saying? Little do you know, hey, some have entertained angels unawares. Hey, you can't just sit up here and talk about people any kind of way. You know who you may be in the midst of.
Yeah, because they come out here, you know, they may not say it physically as they walk by, but the angels know what they're saying, you know, what they're thinking, right? That's why you see some of them trip, you know, some of them fall. Hey, look, some scoffers probably got deleted, you know? We don't see them no more, but hey, the point is that the Lord is cruel, man. And he the one that causes people to be taken back to the spirit world. When you want to get on his program, when you want to do what he prescribes, which is fear, nothing wrong with fear. Everyone fears something. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, how about you fear the God of the Bible, your creator? That was on that. I got another one. It's Proverbs, and this is where wisdom starts, right? Proverbs 1:7. It says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction."
It says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, you know, because that's where it all starts, man. Fearing the Lord, you know. That's how you build that relationship with the Lord, you know, through fearing Him, man. You know, through you know, being obedient, man, through you know, applying the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing the things that the Lord delight in, you know.
Yep.
You know, and you know, not being in that spirit of guile, man. You know, not dealing with the filth of this world.
These people say they know the Lord, they know the Lord. You can't tell me I have a relationship with the Lord. You have a relationship with the spiritual demon Satan. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a relationship with the Lord if you're not doing what He commands you to do. It tells you that in 1 John the 2nd chapter. Peter said, "If you know me and keep not my commandments, a liar." Roughly paraphrasing. And the truth is not in it.
What else our people say? I love the Lord. I love the Lord. But like the brother just going into, man, if you love the Lord, then you're going to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, you know, as written, man. Because we trying to do as written, man. We trying to stick to the script, man. We're not trying to do our own thing.
Right. And fear is at the top of that list. Proverbs 1:7. I started 4. It says, "A wise man will hear and increase in learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise words." It's like a wise counsel.
That wise counsel. What is that wise counsel, man? The men of the Lord, man. The ones you see out there teaching, man. The ones that's out here giving you the word according to doctrine, man, and not philosophies, man. Because you know we not Christian. We don't teach the same thing that they teach in these churches, man. We're not talking about prosperity, man. We're giving it to you raw and uncut, man. We let you know, hey, man, this is the grace period, man. And if you don't get right, man, hey, it's gonna come. Hey, it's gonna come. Hey, your blood gonna be shed, man. Your blood is gonna be required.
If a wicked woman, you know, living your dad abroad, you know, all that staggered, you know, ain't nothing for somebody to bop over the head and lay hands on them. That's what Babylon produces. You don't see a Moabite woman out here doing that by herself. You may see an Edomite, but it's mainly Drake women.
You made me think of something too, man, because our people, man, they in that reprobate state of mind, man. They think they void of judgment, man. They thinking that the things that we telling them is not gonna come to pass, man. But eventually, man, when all hell break loose in these perilous times, man, it's gonna be too late.
Oh, since you said that, they're gonna know. This is Ezekiel 33 and 33. It says, "And when this come to pass, lo, it will come, the prophecies. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them." So just like we're telling them that, look, if you don't fear the Lord and do His commands, judgment will come your way. Well, when that prophecy hits, for them to be deleted, Amos 5, you know, the day of the Lord, you know, escaping from a lion, a bear, met you roughly paraphrasing, then they're going to know, oh man, what they were saying was right, but it's a time called too late. There's such thing as too late. You know, this is the true love that we can give our people out here, telling them that, look, you need to turn back to the Heavenly Father before all hell comes knocking at your door. You know? Just like over there in the Middle East. All those people are not heathens, man. It's Jake mixed among both of them, man. And you don't think they catch you hell? Yeah.
the Lord gonna have those angels, man, casting out judgment, man. You know, it's gonna be a lot of deletions going on, and you ain't gonna be, and y'all ain't gonna be able to press the escape button, you know.
Grab one more. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 33. This is Psalms 33 and 18. It says, behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. So the eyes of the Lord, which are the angels, are upon those that fear him. Psalms 34:7 comes to play. You know, the angel of the Lord encamp around them that fear him and deliver them. But guess what? When prophecy really hits, like he was going through the famine, you know, destruction, guess what? It says, verse 19, or read 18 again. It says, behold, Psalms 33 and 18, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, and upon them that hope in his mercy. See, we're hoping that the Lord's going to have mercy upon us. That's why we fear. See, our people, 2/3 of them, they're putting their hope, right, of mercy in the hands of the ones that was never set up to give them mercy and salvation, man. Starting with Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, and his policies, his unrighteous laws and decrees. They trust in that bullshit, man. It says, verse 19, it says to deliver their soul from deletion and to keep them alive in famine. But it starts with you fearing.
Says to keep them alive in famine, man. So that means it's going to be a lack of something, man. What is going to be a lack of, man? All the, you know, these different food, the water, you know, the resources that, you know, that you need to sustain you, you know. Yup, and his word as well, you know what I'm saying? Because this is really what you need to sustain you, man. This is the nutrients, this is the food, this is the water, this is everything that you need, man. You know?
Yeah, I never forget, me and the brother Rob, who was you know, before we came into the truth, this is, you know, in the world, and we came across a branch off camp, and they was out there teaching. And before we came up, I was like, yo, I'm hungry, man. Yeah, me too. Yeah, let's stop by and see the Israelites before we you know, go do our thing. And you know, they was out there teaching. You know, we was getting fed spiritually. You know, and that took away my hunger, man. It really did. It took away my hunger. And after we left, like, yo, I'm not even hungry. I'm like, yeah, me neither. And then we didn't eat till like later on that day. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you guys talking about food. I was listening to ISBK. I parked near them, and there was like, you don't gotta go to a Christian church to feed you. He said, we'll feed you spiritually and physically. He said, we will feed you.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you trying to feed everybody?
Yeah, exactly.
With carnal food.
Like carnal food, because that's, you know, Yahweh showed us that, man. You know, they didn't. A lot of these people didn't follow the Lord because he was doing, you know, preaching the words, because he was performing miracles, man. You know, he was feeding the flock. He was feeding.
Oh, you speaking on when he fed the multitude with the fish, the bread. Because really, that's the thing that Esau does, man. That's why, you know what I'm saying, our people out here in that consumer spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? He put things out here to entice the flesh, man. You know, so our people can get in that spirit of comfort. You know what I'm saying? But really though, you know, he keeping our people. He having out trying to draw people in, man, and keeping them in that state of rebellion. You know what I'm saying? Because he not promoting nothing that's awful. You know what I'm saying? What you see on your TV screen, he gonna throw some pork up there. What you gonna see a Red Lobster advertisement? You know what I'm saying?
This is Psalms 34, and let's see here. And 4, it says, I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. Because fearful times are coming. See, we're fearing the God of the Bible now. So the things that's coming, we're not going to have to fear. The Lord gave his men not the spirit of fear, man, because we're fearing him. But 2/3 of our people, the Lord's got something for you, man. He's going to put you in such a state of fear that you're going to wish you would have feared Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man.
Because having that fear, man, we're gonna walk in at the straight gate, man, you know. Which is a difficult, it's a difficult path, but hey, it's gonna, at the end of the day though, man, it's gonna lead us into everlasting life, man. It's gonna lead us into salvation. That's the most beautiful thing ever, man.
Alright. It says verse 6, I'll read through. The points and 7. Verse 5 says, they looked unto him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man crieth, and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them.
It says the angel of the Lord encampeth around him. So the angels, man, they're their hedge of protection, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we may not physically be able to see them, but they're in our presence, man, every day, man, keeping us from stumbling across the affairs of this life in this world, you know. Because it could be danger right around the corner, you know what I'm saying? The spirit, through the spirit of the angel, put it on your spirit and have you go in the opposite direction, you know.
Starts with fear. Being greatly terrified. You're not gonna put the cigarettes and smoke it. You're not gonna defile your temple with things that are harmful to your body and your spirit. You're gonna come out of these false doctrines, these false ways, these false religions, and you're gonna turn back to your way of life, man. You're gonna turn back to righteousness. And it all starts with fear. Your faith that was given to a select few.
How do we receive that fear too, man? We gotta, our people, man, because we're a nation of people. We like to have a good time, but man, we gotta come out of that mirth. Like we're not in those times, We're in the times of war now, It's time to strap the troops up, It's time to get focused, man. We gotta have that tunnel vision, man. We should be desiring to do everything that pleases the Lord, man. We gotta learn how to deny ourselves more.
Mm-hmm. We got one last one. You got anything you want particularly?
Huh? I was thinking about Isaiah 33:6.
Alright, bring it up. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
So that wisdom and knowledge, it comes through the fear of the Lord. And that means what, man? We gotta depart from evil, man, from the wicked ways, man, from the things that our people have been indoctrinated in this world, Things where our people, they only thing our people appreciates, this entertainment, man. We gotta come out of that box, man, and understand that we are on this earth for a greater purpose, to do the will of our Heavenly Father, man. Because we do the will of our Heavenly Father, man, we're gonna receive the glory, man.
What are you looking at, man? Yeah. And so with that, we'll let the next brothers come up. We'll go to the last house.
Shalom. We're going to continue on. Yes. Yeah. We're going to continue on in the title of fear, if you will. We'll go back to that Proverbs 1 and 7.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, is the beginning of knowledge. Many of our people claims that they know the Lord, as the brother was just saying up here. They said that, I know the Lord. And then when you ask him, what is his name? What are they going to tell you? His name is Jesus. That's what they're going to say, which is a lie. You see, his name is not Jesus. That's a made-up name. His name is, he has a Hebrew name. See, and they knew him in the early times that he was a Hebrew, and he has a Hebrew name because they called him by his Hebrew name. And the Lord, our Savior, Yahweh Shai, is his name. Read on, my brother.
This is Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
See, that's knowledge. Is first knowing his name. That's the real. If you want to know the Lord, who is Yahweh Shai, you must know his name. That's where it all starts, in the name. If you don't get that name, if you cannot get that name, his name is not any other name but a Hebrew name. His father's name is Yahweh, and the father's son's name is Yahweh Shai. You see? But if you say that you know him, you will start with that, his name. You see? And they claim they love him, you see, but they don't even know who they love. They loving some pale-faced, made-up guy.
Edomite.
You got something to say?
Just an Edomite,
Yeah, just an Edomite.
Yeah,
come on in when you need to.
Cesare Bogier.
That's right. Cesare Bogier. Okay, read on, my brother. Read that again.
This is Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
That's the real knowledge, you see. That's the real knowledge, is Yahweh Shai's name. But fools would not adhere to that. They would not accept that. They would continue on calling him an Edomite name, a Greek name, a made-up Greek name at that, you see? So, we are the prophets out here telling you the 100% truth, telling you the real name, the 100% name, all right? But fools, a meathead, a person that you can't teach them anything. They'll tell you something.
Slack it, brother. That's how you know people they're gone, because when you tell them the letter J didn't come into play until like the 1600s, and you look that up and show them, Jesus, and then it's like, and I've had this happen to people that I know. They get like these like blockers and still can't understand and still want to call on that name. When you see right here that letter was just added to the alphabet. So what was his name before that? That's right. Going back to Matthew 13, blessed are your eyes for you see and your ears for you hear. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you just made me think about that.
That's right.
This is Sirach 21 and 11. It says, he that keeps the law of the Lord getteth the understanding thereof, in the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom.
The fear of the Lord, he that keepeth the law of the Lord. Is that correct, my brother?
I'll read it again. He that keeps the law of the Lord getteth understanding thereof, in the fear, in the perfection of the wisdom. Sorry. It says, in the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom.
See, I'm going to deal with that first part first. He that keepeth the law of the Lord would give fear.
Give understanding.
And give understanding, you see. And that's what we are here to teach our people, to tell our people, you must fear the, the almighty power, the omnipotent power. Yahweh by Shem, Yahweh Shai. You see, he's nothing to be toyed with. You see, he's an awesome God. I hate to say that, but that's what you see in Christian church.
And I like saying awesome though.
Okay. He's an awesome God, you see, but he's an awesome power. You see, they don't realize he's a power, and he's a power not to be reckoned with or to be toyed with. You see, and the men, he that read that first part again.
It says, he that keeps the law of the Lord.
He that keepeth the law of the Lord. Now, I'm going to tell you, not everyone is going to keep the law of the Lord. You must be an Israelite man, an Israelite, an Israelite woman or child, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indian. They are the ones that's going to keep the law of the Lord, because the law was given to the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indian. You see, but they are the people who are going to keep the law of the Lord. And read that other part again, my brother.
They're the only ones who can keep the law of the Lord.
Exactly.
Right? But it says, he that keepeth the law of the Lord, right? He that actually, performs those acts of following the ways of Yahweh by Shema Shai. It says, giveth the understanding thereof.
Give the understanding thereof. You see, give it the understanding.
Like receivers. Okay. They that keep the law of the Lord, you're going to get the understanding of what? The meaning of life, or why we're here, what our purpose is, how we're, get the understanding of what? How to actually please the Lord, right? Because that's why our people is lacking, like the brother's going into. A lot of our people, they don't know the Lord. So if you don't know someone, you don't know what they like, you don't know what they're into, you don't know what they dislike, you don't know how to behave around them. Right, and that's what the Lord has sent forth his prophets to show our people, on what they're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do in these last days. You're supposed to be being occupied in the prophecies, occupied, in the meditation of thinking about Yahweh by Shema Shai and what pleases him. It says, in the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom. So once, to perfect something, you gotta rehearse it. You don't just become perfect in something overnight. Now you become perfect, by constantly rehearsing it. Constantly, and we have to rehearse these righteous acts. Constantly think about Yahweh by Shema Shai in our day-to-day life, in all aspects of our life. We wake up in the morning and you're about to do something, you should already know that pleases the Lord, but if you're uncertain, you should consider, is this going off? Is this going to be pleasing to the Lord if I conduct in this manner?
Yeah, you made me think about something. I was told a story by a guy who went to school with Michael Jordan, went to college with him, and he said Michael said it was a certain dunk that he always worked on in practice. He couldn't really get it right, but he always practiced it. Then he was like, if he's able to pull that dunk off in the game, that's when he'll know he's ready to go to the NBA. And he perfected that dunk in the game, and that season was over. He declared, because he perfected it.
That's right. This is Psalms 119:9. And just chime in what the brother was saying, it takes time, because you find out, you don't just drop everything in one day, right?
That's right.
Same thing with, dealing with a professional athlete such as Michael Jordan. It was levels to it, right? Levels of him completing, and getting ready for the next level, right? You keep what you can, and then you learn more about, the high holy days and your heritage. It's a process.
And there's also a process in us younger brothers here, including myself, of course, in learning to be teachers and to be out here prophesying with these older brothers here. You see, it's a process. I mean, I don't know all the precepts, I don't know all the breakdowns, but I'm learning to it through rebuke and through correction fruit, things of that nature, you know. So, you know, it's a process. It's a growing process, you know.
This is Psalms 119:9. It says, "Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?" It says, "By taking heed thereto, according to thy word." That's what you wanted, brother?
That's what I wanted. See, you know, how can a young man who learns that he has to fear the Lord, you see, to cleanse his way, to clean up his act, to turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments. But that is how, you see, by listening to the prophets, reading the scriptures, turning away from the things that you know the Most High hates, you see. And also, you know, of course, after learning his name, you want to grow into that. It's a growing process, as I was just saying, as we were just saying. You're not going to be able to put off everything all at once. You're not going to learn every precept and all the breakdowns in a week and things of that nature. So it's a process to this serving the Lord. But you got to be about the business of making the process. You see, you just can't sit on your leave and expect it to come easy without you putting forth the effort, you know, learning and studying and being around the brothers and doing lessons and learning breakdowns and things of that nature. You see, all of this is involved in the growing process.
I got a definition of cleanse, right? Cleanse, to be clean, to be pure, right? To be justified, to make clean, to keep clean, right? To make yourself clean, to purify oneself. You know, and like bro's going to, you're only going to do those things if you fear the Lord. You're only going to do those things if you're obedient, because to fear the Lord, that has to do with you being obedient to the Yahweh Shema Shai as well.
That's right.
This is one more time, read it one more time. It says Psalms 119:9. It says, "Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto, according to thy word."
See, taking heed thereto, according to thy word, and to the word of the Most High. You see, if he says to keep the Sabbath holy, learn how to keep the Sabbath holy. If he says to stay away from the abominable foods, learn the abominable foods and stay away from it. They're all listed in the scriptures. You see, so and these are the steps that we take. He said, grow a beard, grow a beard. You know, not to shave or mar the corner of your beard and things. Don't do it. You see, these are the things that that we do to adhere to the word of the Most High. Yahweh Shem Shah. You see.
Yep.
You got something to read up. See?
Oh, you want me verse 10? Yeah, okay, yep. This is Psalms 119 and verse 10. It says, "With my whole heart have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments."
See, this is a prayer too. You know, this is we pray that we continue, that he take not his Holy Spirit from us, because we understand that, we have to seek the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah with our whole mind. We got to put our whole mind into this. You see, you just can't put, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do some abominable things this week, but next week I'm gonna go back and turn to the Lord. It doesn't work that way. You got to put your whole being into this. You see, if you're going to grow a beard, grow a beard.
All right, don't line it up.
Don't line it up.
Don't get shape ups.
Right, don't get shape ups. There you go.
I got a definition of full mind. It says a full mind is more of a phrase or saying. However, it basically means to be full of thought. It says to be fully thoughtful or have a lot of thoughts in mind. And what our mind is full of are the ways on pleasing Yahweh Shema Shai and what he's going to do. Right? The prophecies of Yahweh Shema Shai. Our mind is constantly thinking upon these things. So that way when we are in a situation of temptation, right? We know what to do. I got a precept.
Okay.
This is Sirach 1 and 20. Sorry, 20 and verse 21. It says the root of wisdom is to fear the Lord. Right? And the root is what? The beginning of it, the beginning, you know? So, and what wisdom do we want to have? We want to have the wisdom and knowledge of the Holy Scriptures, you know, so what? So we can be stable during the times of trouble. You know, the fear of the Lord brings confidence to know, like, hey, I've been doing, you know, the things that the Heavenly Father is well pleased in. Right? And those who do those things that are well pleasing to the Lord, you know, Yahweh Shai said, if you confess me before men, I shall confess you before my Father and the angels. And how do we confess the Lord? By how we walk, how we conduct ourselves, by having faith, by keeping the Heavenly Father's words in our minds. It says, in the branches thereof are long life. The fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath. So the fear of the Lord is going to drive away sins. You know, something that's driven away, is scared away. You know, the fear of the Lord scares you, you know, into not committing sins.
Our forefather Joseph, he left his clothes.
Exactly. You know, Joseph, you know, he had his garment, and she, she was holding on to him, right? And the garment ripped, right? That's how you know she was really Adam. But all the Joseph would think about is the Lord, the Lord, the Lord, and he ran away. He didn't think about, oh, this is about to feel good. Yeah. You know, he didn't think about that. He's like, oh, he said, I'm in danger of the judgment. You know, he ran away. It says, and where it's present, right, it turneth away wrath. So the fear of the Lord has to be, the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, it has to be present in our minds at all times. You know, this word should consume you.
That's right.
That was it on that.
Can I get Micah 6:8?
Yep. This is the book of Micah. Chapter 6, verse 8, it says, he hath showed thee, O man, what is good.
Yeah. See, that's the Most High. Yahweh Shema Shai has showed the Israelite man, woman, and child what is good. He has showed Israel what's good for you. You see, what's healthy for you, what's essential for your good nourishment of your mind, body, and soul. You see, which is the mind. See, so here he said, I have showed thee, and those are the laws, statutes, and commandments, the Lord's way. He has given us his name. You see, he has brought it back to our remembrance. So we use his name. We operate in his name and in his word. Read that again, my brother.
Yeah. If I may chime in, you know, because dealing with the dietary law, you know, when you eat pork, you know, well, they have a lot of a lot of worms in them, right?
Yeah.
So-called parasites, right? They have these things inside of them, you know, that are adverse to your body, right? Once those things get inside of you, what they crave things, right? They have cravings, you know, they have an appetite as well, right? That's why everyone has unsatiable appetites, right? And then what? They lay eggs inside of you and fecal matter, right? And now your vibration. Now you feel sickly. Now you got a dis-ease inside of you, you know. And what when you have a car, right? The car is created to take oil, you know, for it to run. You can't put a can of soda in that car and think it's gonna run the same. You know, same thing with us. We are vehicles. We are vessels. You know, and we have a genetic makeup on what is supposed to go inside of us so we can operate properly. You know, our bodies can function properly, you know. I just wanted to mention that.
That's good.
Hey, the Lord said he made a difference between us and the Egyptians.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because the Ethiopians, we look similar as a people, all right? But it's the word, it's what separates us.
Yeah.
right.
That's right. In our genetic makeup is
Yeah,
different.
exactly. Yep. Yep.
You know, what's inside of us is different. We made different. Not everybody just made the same. You know, Judah got those curves, right? The Lord made them a certain way. You know, when He wrote the program in them. Not everybody's just the same. Copy, paste, cut, and deliver. This is Micah 6:8. He has showed thee, O man, and how has the Lord showed us? You know, through His servants and prophets.
That's right.
And that's why we're out here. He has showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God.
And how do you do that? By keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
Yep.
Power.
Having faith, trusting
Having
the
faith.
Lord. That's how you're going to be able to perform those things.
That's
Fear,
right.
like you said, fear in the Lord. I'm gonna get, that was all you wanted in that? Just that verse, right?
Yeah, just that verse. How about Ecclesiastes?
Oh, 12?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get that one next?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Job 28 and 28.
Yeah.
And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom.
Yeah, that's it. That is the right kind of wisdom to have. See, there's a lot of wisdom, but the other wisdoms are defiled. They will lead you to death. You see, you know, there's man's wisdom. There's man's philosophies, you know, which is nothing. You see, but the wisdom that we have comes from the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, who will keep you, who will keep you in good standings. Who, you know, because it said, we just read in Sirach 1 and 21 that, you know, the fear of the Lord will turn away His wrath as well, you see? So this wisdom will keep His wrath off of us. His wisdom will, you see? Read it again.
Yep.
You got something to say?
No, you got it. This is I was holding that one. I'm gonna drop it. This is Job 28 and 28. It says, you know, to man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom.
The fear of the Lord, that's the correct kind of wisdom. You must fear the Yahweh Shem Yahushai, just like it is, what's that, Hebrews 10 and 31?
Yeah.
Because going into a, you know, falling into a hand
It's a
of
fearful thing.
fearful thing to fall into the hand of the living power. Yeah, that's the wisdom that we are proclaiming out here.
Yep. Because, you know, when you have an engineer that creates a car, a brand new car, he's gonna know everything about that car. You know, he's gonna know what tools go with what. He's gonna know everything about it because he created it. The Heavenly Father, you know, created everything that you see via Yahweh Shai and the Holy, you know, and the elect. And what? He knows exactly what's good for you. He knows the benefits for everything. He knows what this does when you combine. He knows what this apple does when you combine it with this right here, this certain thing.
Yeah.
He knows everything.
Yeah.
And you want to say something?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
like when you the whole pork and shrimp when you're going to the, you know, Jake that messes up Jake's body. It's like you're going to the car. If you like, I know somebody who put sugar in someone's gas tank. And it messed up the car.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing when you're putting these abominations inside your body?
You're messing up your body.
Yeah.
And what that plays on your spirit. You know, because your mind has to have full control over your body. But once those other influences come into your body, now even your mind becomes compromised. Right? Because what? Those parasites actually get on your brain as well.
Right.
You know? And they have a spirit. They have an energy that they bring with them. Right? And they have a purpose, you know? But it wasn't. It's meant to plague. That's judgment, you know? If you just do what's right, you'll be good.
That's right.
This is Job 28 and 28, and it reads, and to depart and to depart from evil is understanding.
And depart from evil. If when you depart from doing things the wrong way, which is evil, which is transgression of the law, which is in what's that? 1 John 3 and 4. Let me get that while the brother's busy. 1 John 3 and 4.
Exactly.
Yeah. 1 John 3 and 4. Depart from evil. What is sin?
Yeah, I'll get it for you, bro.
Sin.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 4. It says, "For whosoever committeth sin transgresses also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law."
See, sin is the transgression of the law. When you commit evil, read that what you previously read.
Yep. It's Job 28:28. And it reads at the bottom, "And to depart from evil is understanding."
See, departing from transgression of the law.
Yep.
You see, that's understanding. That's good insight understanding. True understanding. That's healthy for your soul. You see? And my final one, if you will, give me
Did you still want that Ecclesiastes 12 or you want a different one?
yeah, that's the one I want to end on.
Okay. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. It says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter."
The conclusion of the whole matter, the sum of everything that the Most High is bringing about is to what?
Fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai.
And it's all about fear, you know. If our people learn to fear the Most High, they will be, scared in doing right. But they rather fear, a non-God, a non-power. They rather fear Jesus Christ, Allah, Buddha. They rather fear Esau Edom, right. But to fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, who is a melanated man, as he's described in the book of Revelation, around the 14, 15 chapter, verse, first chapter, 14, 15 verses, it describes him as he is. But how can you get a pale-faced man out of that description? You can tell that be going on. All right. But that's all I had to say, my brother.
There was a little bit more.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man."
Yeah. Fear the Lord, keep His commandment. That's what we've been out here preaching all afternoon long. It's keeping the Most High commandments, fearing Him. Turn back to your power. This is healthy for you. This is the right thing. Perhaps you will get that salvation, because that's what's going to lead to salvation of you fearing. You're not going to, if you don't fear, there's no hope for you. You see? And this is what we're preaching.
Yeah.
Any more?
That was it.
All right. Shalom, bro.
Yeah.
So nice. There was all this like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you get Jeremiah 1? And start at 17.
Jeremiah 1 and 17, it says, "Thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise, and speak unto them all that I have commanded thee."
That's right. So the Lord, Yahweh Shema Rashai, right, as we see agents, trying to infiltrate, trying to slither in, trying to be as if they're part of the body, a part of the ministry, right? The Lord is still commanding us to gird up our loins. We see the enemy is planning something, but we're still commanded by the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Shai to come out here on the highways and edges, right, and to preach and prophesy unto our people.
Yep, this is Jeremiah 1 and 17. "Thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed, their faces."
That's right, we're here to tell you all that the Lord commanded us. Has commanded us to say. World War III, the war of Armageddon. It's going to be the war, the end all wars. is going to lead to troops gathering up over there in the Middle East in the fall of Babylon the Great, aka America, and thermonuclear destruction. And that's going to be the day that Yahweh Shai returns.
Yep.
You know? And leading up to that, many other things. We're going to get into it. You get your precept right here.
Oh, no. I was thinking something. But I get it. Goes well. It says, Jeremiah 1:17. It says, Thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their faces.
Don't be dismayed at the adversary, at their faces, their boldness, right? What they're planning. Don't be dismayed. Don't be in fear of these things, right? Yahweh Shema Shai has our backs. If this counsel or if this work be of man, shall come to naught. But if be of Yahweh Shema Shai, they cannot overthrow it. Everything is happening in accordance to what the Heavenly Father wants to get done. Don't think of the Heavenly Father just as some guy in the chair in the cloud, right? He has a dominion and power behind him. You know, a force to be reckoned with in the earth. If the militaries of the heavens came to the earth, everybody would be conquered overnight. In 1 hour, Babylon the Great is going to go down, right? And this the big bad, this the hammer of the whole earth, right? You got it.
Yeah, verse 17 reads on, Jeremiah 1:17. It says, "Least I confound thee before them."
So if we are in fear, the Lord, He gonna get someone else.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Get someone else to do it. You know, they don't want to go out there, whatever. Take the spirit from them. You know, and I'll put a spirit on men to do it for me.
Yeah, it's not gonna hold back their sword from blood. You know, spiritual.
Yep.
Right?
Teaching, they ain't gonna teach lies. They not gonna take the bag.
Yeah, they're gonna go get it.
They ain't gonna be fucking sneak this and either.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord knows the man's of heart, knows the hearts of man.
Yeah.
You know, you got these so-called elders in Israel, right? The Lord's gonna deal with you. It's the ones who aren't right, you know, you ain't no one to look up to. You ain't no one to inspire the beat.
Yeah. You know, you know, I'm not even gonna.
The Yahweh Shai, he has the power to inspire. And that's that inspiration he has given to his men. That's why you see men gathering by the words. You see?
My brain's real fast. Sirach 4:22. It says, "Accept no person against thy soul."
And these people are against us. So
Right.
why would we accept you?
Exactly.
Why would we with someone that's against us? You know, you preaching false doctrine, lies. You know, here it is. You talking about you're not an Asian, but here it is. As soon as the video come up, you edit the video so the flag would, so that little symbolism will come up. You know, the brotherhood of you know.
Yeah.
I can't. You know, I don't even want to say it.
Yeah.
You know,
Brothers should know.
brothers should know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Should be watching.
As soon as the video come up, he had the damn edit come up. You know, a lot of suspicious activity, even amongst day of the circumcision. You know, where are these guys coming from? Why are you teaching lies and hypocrisy? You know, we good with the leadership over here. If you're gonna set things over, just be about it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna live by words alone, they better be some powerful words. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 4:22. It says, "Accept no person against thy soul, and let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fall."
That's right. And we don't have respect of persons.
That's right.
You know, we give double honors to those who rule well. Right? And that's what the scriptures say. Give double honors to those that rule well. And who's ruling well? Who's keeping us on the path? Who's showing us the whole way of righteousness? The apostles and elders are great millstones.
Yeah.
And we have the scopeia, the scope, you know, upon you infiltrators,
Yep.
right? You false leaders, you false prophets,
Yep.
right? That's the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, because we are that defense city. We have a heavenly protection around us. We have nothing to fear.
Yeah. You know, it says not to reverence, you know, any man. Who gives a damn? Respect, because you know the Lord had you in there and you know did what you did. But hey, look, man, you know you left us. You know, you left a lot of the flock when you stopped teaching, man.
Yeah, scripture say your works should not be remembered. You know, you got a woman. I don't care what you did a year ago.
Right.
Remember I made this hot bowl of soup. You was all sick. That was a year ago,
That was a year
sweetheart.
ago. Yeah.
What are you doing today?
Yeah.
What about today? You know, what are you doing for Yahweh Shema Shai right now? You know, as it is called today.
Yeah. Now you're gonna wait 20-something years, 30 years, and then say, well, that was off. That was. Why the hell you ain't say nothing back then? So we're supposed to just drop everything and just listen to somebody that came out of the woodworks. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying?
When you think about King Saul, you think about the wickedness he did. That he was a coward. You know, he didn't want to fight Goliath. That's what you think about. You don't think about
the good
that he did when you read the history. You know, the battles he won. Right? You don't think about any of that. You think about this man summing up, you know, performing witchcraft. You know, him being disobedient, him being the spirit of a witch, rebellion, the sin of witchcraft. That's what you think about.
Yep.
You know, so your work should no more be remembered. Scripture says, continue without in the things that thou was taught and been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them.
That's right.
Right? So that's what we're going to continue to do. And the scripture say, to preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, to rebuke, reprove, and to exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Yep.
You got it?
I was on that.
Oh, yep.
Back in Jeremiah 1:19, it's like 18. For behold, I have made thee this day a defense city and an iron pillar.
That's right. So the Lord made us a defense city. You know, we got a defense up here. And like we read earlier, the angels of the Lord encamp around about them that fear Him.
Yep.
You know, you can't just you know, pierce the ministry. You know, you can't when we speak against the truth, there's nothing you can say against what we're teaching, because as we are teaching these words, starting with the apostle and elders, the great millstone, all these years, right? These things are full effect right now. The micro C hip, right? The MOT to the B, the wars and rumors of the wars, the upwars in diverse places, upwars of the people in diverse places, right? All across the four corners of the earth. These things are happening and they're heightening, right? Every year, the earthquake, you know, counter becomes more and more and more. You know, Babylon the Great, cities around America are dying. Miserable are the cities wherein thy son served.
Yep.
Right? These are the prophecies of Yahweh Shema Shai that our teachers and leaders have been teaching and have continued in.
Yep.
You got it.
So Jeremiah 1:18, it says, for behold, I have made thee this day a defense city, and an iron pillar, and a brazen walls against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, against the princes thereof, against the priests thereof, and against the people of the land.
So anyone that is claiming to be in a position of authority, if you ain't preaching the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, especially the day of the circumcision, you know, the truth, right? Then the Lord's against you. And the Lord has set up men that are against you. We're going to call out the BS, right? And we're going to teach our congregation, right, that this is the way. Walk ye in it. Don't follow them, right? Because the internet, everybody got a voice. So what? We got to call it out. Now, that ain't the right thing. You hear something, you be like, okay, that might be right. But then, no, the Lord is here to keep our sheep on the path. And we're those sheep that need to be kept on the path as well. Right? Can you get Joshua 1:5?
The book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 5, says, there shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life.
Read again.
This is Joshua 1:5. There shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life.
That's right. This the Lord, I believe, is speaking to Joshua. You know, and that in turn is related to what? The congregation of Israel and the elect in these times. No man is gonna be able to stand against us. You know, you can't be at least happily, right? Get that in Acts 5. Listen, you know, cool. 5 and 30, 80, 39. Keep driving. Got people going down the wrong side of the road.
Good. Acts 5 and
38 and 39.
Yep. This is Acts 5 and 38. And now I say unto you, refrain. Yeah. Yep. Straight to the point. Acts 5 and 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught.
Go ahead.
Verse 39. But if it be of Yahweh, ye cannot overthrow it.
You hear that vocab? You know? Do you hear that, my man? You know, James White, the Edomite? All these guys that have made it their life's mission to come up against the truth, right? Not the Hebrew Israelites, you know, in this sense, but the truth amongst the Hebrew Israelites, right? That has made it a life mission to come up against the Yahweh Shema Shai and this doctrine. If we don't got it, then what we're preaching is going to die out. It's going to lose that flame. It's going to go out. But why do you still see that fire to keep hitting the highways and hedges? No matter what a brother goes through throughout the week, you know, a true man of the Lord, you know, no matter what he goes through, he's going to be out here on the highways and hedges.
Yeah.
You know, rain, sleet, snow, whatever, baby mama drama, whatever issues with the kids, whatever ailments the kids got, you know, no matter how struggling with bills, no matter how he feels as a man, he's gonna put his emotions to the side to be about his father's business, right? And it's never gonna stop.
Yep.
You can't overthrow it.
Because what has been painted to us was all fabricated lies. Wasn't the truth. You know, we know, according to the scriptures, we're gonna come back. This is just a test. This is the moment of time. This is the end of an age of wickedness. We're going to be ruling everything. We look what happened to Job. You know, he was increased in his latter end through what? His faith. All right? So whatever it's taken from us, hey, look, we're going to gain it all back in the kingdom and more. So do what the hell you got to do. You know, make it quick.
Whatever you lose, it's like an investment.
Yeah.
You know, I'm investing this. You know, that's
Yeah.
how you gotta look at it. You lose a house, oh, I'm investing in this house.
Yeah.
You know, you know how people flip houses. You know, not you really flipping houses. You know, you flipping you're trading in your life, and we're not our own. The Heavenly Father owns us.
Mm-hmm.
We were bought. The nation of Israel was bought by Yahweh Shai by shedding His blood. You know, the Christians don't really understand that. We were bought with a price.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Someone owes you. Someone owns you.
You know, it's like when someone said, I know, right? Hey, in America.
Blue cheeks all out.
Right. You know, it's just like someone saves your life and then gives a credit to, you know, someone else. You're like, what? I went into their house and got you. You know?
Yep.
Yeah. But it says, Acts 5 and 39, but if it be of Yahweh, it's starting with the elites. You know, if this be of Yahweh, right, you can't overthrow it.
And they know it.
You know?
The Lord got a spirit on them to keep trying because the movie not interested. The villain don't. You ever watch you know, they got certain TV shows where the villain give up before he even try, or they'll have someone. You know, it's just like it ain't that good. You like, wait, gave up. You know, the dude talked to him. He talked to him and reasoned with them. He was like, yeah, you're right. What I'm doing is no. It's just like I didn't want to end like that.
Yeah.
That was lame.
Pharaoh.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
Lord kept hard in his heart, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think Pharaoh has some sense, like, you know, to be like, yo, I need to stop.
You don't think he had counselors?
Yeah.
Like, yo, let these guys go.
Yeah.
The Lord put a spirit of rage on this man. He hardened his heart. So
Mm-hmm.
like, nah, we can't let him go.
Yep.
Nah.
Turn that pride down like a little bit.
His
Each
sense
time.
of reasoning
Yeah.
was taken away. He was made mad.
Yeah. And scriptures say Esau's gonna be like a madman sparing none.
That's right.
You know? That's why we fear. Was that King David that said, protect me from the man that has the power to kill? Roughly paraphrasing. Back in Acts 5 and 39. But if it be of Yahweh, ye cannot overthrow it, least haply ye be found to fight against Yahweh.
That's right. So if you're willing to fight against the Heavenly Father and His authority, you know, we'll be on guard, because Yahweh Shema Shai, He can hit you at any time. You know, like just dealing with stuff, plagues, hardship. That's the Lord fighting against you. You know, the Lord is really going to be fighting against you when He brings these plagues to Babylon the Great. When He brings these woes, these pestilence, these evils. You know, then we're going to see, then shall be known that a prophet have been among you. Right? Then you're going to know who the Lord was dealing with. He ain't dealing with the Christian pastors in your church.
Right.
You know? What have you learned? You know? What have you learned by your Christian pastors? What have they taught you?
Right.
You know?
You got something. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. It says, see now that I, even I am He, and there is no God with me.
There's no other authority sent by Yahweh Shema Shah. There's no one that can influence His decisions. You know,
Right.
He is a righteous judge, and everyone has to deal with the consequences of their actions. That's what the world don't understand. Actions have consequences.
That's right.
To every action, there is then a reaction. You know, it's a law of the universe, so to speak. You know.
Yeah. It's not like you know, Mortal Kombat and, you know, the elder gods and you know, it's sitting at the in a you know, round little circle thing. No, man, Most High is alone, man. It says, see now that I am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
You got it.
You know, so look, you can't fight against the Lord. Everyone's in the hand of the Lord, man. Everyone. He's the Father of spirits. You know what I mean? Remember, the Lord referred to us as dirt, ashes, worms. You know what I'm saying? It says, that was it in Acts 2. What was
Joshua 1 and 5.
Joshua 1 and 5. Back in Joshua 1 and 5, it says, there should not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life.
That's right. So Esau, he's trying to stand before us in opposition, right? Trying to plant agents, you know, create false narratives, because that's what this man wants to do. He wants to paint a narrative that we're terrorisms, right? You know, that's what this man is trying to paint. That's what he's trying to push.
Yep.
And you control the narrative, right? You can control the minds of the people. But what the elect will not be deceived, and that's who we're here for, that grape of the cluster. We're not here for everybody. So you can fool some of the people, right? All of the time. You can fool all the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. And the elect, once they will hear this truth, they will be done being fooled by Esau Edom and his wicked devices that he has pushed upon the earth. Right? When you read Revelation in the 20th chapter, it talks about he will go for deceiving. Right? Deception would be in his lips. A false way of life.
This is Sirach chapter 27, verse 26. It says, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein.
And that's what Esau Edom is doing. A pit is a trap.
Yep.
Right? This man is digging, he's plotting against the children of Yahweh Shema Shai, against the true believers. And it's plain as day. It's very easy because we're watching. We see every move that you're making. So if you can actually see a man's moves, you know what he's planning. You know? Oh, he's about to throw, he's getting ready to throw a left punch. You can see it.
Yeah.
You know?
We got it in slow-mo. You know? We got it in slow-mo.
Exactly.
This is Sirach 27 and 26. Whoso dig up a pit shall fall therein, and he that set up a trap shall be taken therein.
That's right. And what trap is Esau Edom ultimately trying to paint us as the bad guy? Right? But it's being seen that you're actually the bad guy. Everybody is exposing this man about the quality of food that they're being fed. You got guys going into Costco's a year ago and showing pictures of receipts and showing pictures of how inflation's way higher than what they're saying it is.
Yep.
Right? And the Lord is going to have the people of the world fight against your wicked plans.
Yeah.
And more importantly, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to stand up and stop you.
Yeah.
Want to say something?
Yeah, I had a Edomite looking woman tell me, I think she might be in jail. But she told me, she was like, yo, the reason why things are the way they are because white men are ruling.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Everybody know.
Even their own people know. You know?
Yep. Read it again.
Yeah, this Sirach 27 and 26. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him.
That's right, he's working mischief, but it's going to fall upon him. Because what does he ultimately want to do? Like we always say, this man wants to cut the seed of Israel from off of the earth.
Yep.
He wants to do away with every Israelite. And then once he does it, he wants to wipe that history away out of the earth.
Impossible.
You know, it's an impossible job. He said that might just be easier than measuring the sky. You know, because they'll try to say how far the Earth is from outer space. They don't know.
They don't know.
Their measures be messing up, and they have not passed
the Van Allen belt.
The Van Allen belt, all right? The Van Allen belt. I was about to say another belt, but yeah, it is the Van Allen belt. I could not remember.
Yeah.
Belly freedom. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it's gonna be a new name anyway.
I know, right?
Name what you want, my brother.
I know, right?
This is verse 27, Sirach 27:27. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh.
That's right. It's going to come upon you unawares. The God of the Bible is going to bring plagues and calamities upon the elites. Even the power shall stand in fear, seeing those things that are coming upon the earth.
Yep.
You know, Esau thinks that he's in control. He's going to be having people with the micro see hit. You know, he's going to think he's good, but then just plagues is going to be coming out of nowhere. Like, what is going on?
Yep.
G-Man. Almost. I saw.
I know, right?
I saw a dude. He had Yahweh on his license plate.
I seen that too before.
He drove a minivan.
What, was it green?
Yeah, maybe it was just Yahweh. That was it. No, nothing spelled right.
I used to make deliveries at this one particular crib, and they had
Yahweh.
Yeah, on the license plate.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Probably same too.
Might be small world. It says
That was it, or was there a little bit more?
I'm not. Yeah, I can really finish it out. It says, verse 28, mockery, Sirach 27:28, mockery and reproach are far from the proud, but vengeance as a lion shall lie in wait for them. They shall rejoice at the fall of the righteous, shall be taken in the snare, and the anguish shall consume them before they die.
That's right. So here it is. Everybody's trying to rejoice at our fall, but that joy is going to be taken away from you.
Yep.
Because we're not going. The righteous are not going to fall. You know, Lord's warning part of that number. The righteous are not going to be. We're going to be accounted amongst the transgressors. But what? We're going to be saved out of that low estate. We're going to be saved out of these times of persecution, these times of need and want. And, you know, if you don't believe that, then you need to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai that what you're doing is the right thing.
Right.
You know, you got to consider, look how far, we in our individual walks have come. And the Lord delivered me out of this. You know, we were still with this 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks. You know, you just, that's what you can't forget. You know, all the things that Yahweh Shema Shai has done for us. And is still doing to this day.
Got a quick one. Proverbs 29:6. In the transgression of the evil man there is a snare, but the righteous do saying and rejoice.
That's right. When you transgress, you're overpassing the boundaries that the Lord set for you. The Lord set those boundaries so you be in the position of safety.
Yep.
Right? As soon as you go out of those boundaries, once you pass those boundaries, you're in the forbidden zone. Right? And at least you being trapped up, at least you fall in pits of the enemies. Right? Yep. The snares of the robbers that want to steal your mind away from Yahweh Shema Shai. Right? Read it again?
Yep. This is Proverbs 29:6. It says, in the transgression of an evil man, there is a snare. Edom. It says, but the righteous doeth sing and rejoice.
The righteous do what?
Doeth sing and rejoice. Because at the end of the day, we got the victory.
Oh, sing.
Huh?
Oh, it says sing, like a song?
Yeah, it says, but the righteous doeth sing and rejoice.
Oh, yeah.
I might have said it wrong, so
No,
sorry.
I misheard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because, we got the victory.
Yeah. Right now we singing this song. We singing the song of victory.
Yep.
The song of Moses, right? That song has been refreshed in the earth that Yahweh by Shema Rashai. He dubbed violently in the earth.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord, the God of the Bible, Yahweh by Shema Rashai, he's gonna come back and save his chosen people, right? But not only his chosen people, right now all of them,
Right.
but the elect. And really, in a sense of him coming back, all Israel will be saved, right? Because there is a thing called reincarnation.
Yeah.
The scriptures say man is appointed once and dies. That's not what it's talking about. What about this scripture? What about that scripture? What about this right here? This, what y'all talking about?
Yep.
People picking fights, but you should be occupied in prophecy. You should be occupied, and making sure you're doing that which is right in the eyes of the Lord. Examining yourselves.
And people will.
You know that person?
In that red vet that went by, yeah.
He probably driving a Corvette, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was cool, but it's like, dude, you know me, like know me, like my people, it's like my family, you know what I'm saying? But that's truth. They
Corvette, bro, I'm telling you, he's better off with a Lambo or something.
This is Sirach 27:30. It says, malice and wrath, even these are abominations, and the sinful man shall have them both.
You want to speak on it? If not, we can go back.
Yeah, I mean that's what's prepared for Edom, man. The wrath of the Lord. All right, because he's setting a trap. But the kingdom is about to be destroyed. Oh, yeah. So back in Joshua chapter 1, verse 5, it says, there should not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. 47. All right.
It said a man shall not be able to stand before thee in all the days of thy life, because what? The Lord is on our side. What need I to fear? The Lord is the power of our life. The Lord has dominion and power, whether we wake up the next morning, whether we come into poverty, right? Whether we stub our toe, right? The Lord has this authority to make it seem like nothing bad can happen to us, right? When you're hungry, the Lord can have an angel bring you food. It's in the scriptures. Go ahead.
Yeah, it reads on Joshua 1:5. As I was with Moses, so will I be with thee.
And when Moses was in the wilderness, he had he turned the water sweet. Shit.
Yeah.
You could be in a spot, contaminated water. The angel come out of nowhere and make the waters clean.
That's right.
You be at a lake. You can't drink these water in these rivers.
Hey, yo. Yeah, nah.
All the pollution.
Yeah. Animals pissing, crapping. Nah.
Right, taking the catfish out the damn
Yeah.
water.
Yeah. Catfish nuggets. Joshua 1:5. It reads on. So will I be with thee. I will not fail thee nor forsake thee.
He's not going to fail. He said he shall give his angels charge over us. So they're going to be given a commandment to watch over us. They're not going to fail. They're going to rejoice at the commandment of Yahweh by Shema Shine. They're going to perform his will. To keep us on the path of righteousness, to make sure we maintain our integrity. That comes with a certain level of care someone needs.
Yeah.
You can't just be going 5, 7, 10 days without food and think as a man you're just gonna be able to keep that integrity. No, that you need help, you need assistance. Every day, the Lord is constantly humbling us. Oh, I do need help. You know I'm a man, right? And I have, I have the will to continue on. The Lord is like, no, you need help. I'm here to help you. Ask for help.
Yep.
Ask for assistance. Pray to Yahweh Shema Shai with what you need. No matter how strong you think your mind is, there's an area where you're lacking that you need to pray to the Lord about.
Yep, because it said, Joshua 5 says, I will not fail thee nor forsake thee, right? This is Psalms 37 and 5. Slakia, you know what? Where was it at?
How's it going?
The seed begging bread. I will not forsake the righteous. I know what's in this.
37 and 12, yeah.
Nah. I know it's in this chapter.
Right here.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, the water.
That's why I don't highlight it.
No?
That's why I highlights it telling you me off.
Yeah. It's Sirach 37 and 25. I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken. That's the part I wanted. The righteous is not going to be forsaken. It says, nor is seed begging bread.
And with inflation going high, the Lord ain't gonna have you out here just on the street corner through.
Right.
Finish.
Right.
You do that which the Lord commands of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Lord can give you more, right? Or the Lord can put the spirit on a brother that has more to share.
Yep.
Right? That's what serving Yahweh Shema Shai. That's one of the many benefits that you have.
Yeah. So it's a blessing, man. It's beautiful that the Lord, because in that time we're gonna know who to trust, who not to trust, right? You trust the brothers, you know. We're gonna know if it's an angel or not, because the Lord has given us spirit discernment, man. You know.
Mm-hmm. You can't trust everybody because men don't have integrity. You know, if you're not willing to stand for anything, you'll fall for everything. You know, and Jake doesn't have any integrity. They're falling for all these different traps and pitfalls, and when someone falls into a trap, it becomes desperate. You know, help! You know, he's willing to ask anyone for help. If someone who put people in the captivity came by and said, yeah, I'll help you, and put him in sent him to the gladiator rings, he'd still be willing to take his help. As long as they got him out that hole, you know, sure, he's like, what, you owe me your life.
Right. You say you brought the
Accord? Yeah, I did.
If you don't mind.
Yeah. Did you bring it? Well, I have mine. Sorry, boy, I just don't want to drop.
Oh. Well, I'll put mine up to it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll give it to the dog.
Bear with us, bros. We might just get the charger.
So yes, the scriptures say, the Lord is matter of fact, I'll just read it. Psalms 37 and 26, 25, yep. It says, I have been young and now old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread.
Right, so that's a man of experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we have his life experience. And we have his life experience. The experience that David, you know, everything he went through, you know, his conclusion was just, man, the Lord's always been with the righteous.
Yep.
You know, he meditated upon his life, and it's just like, no matter what I went through, the Lord was with me through it all.
Right.
Everything I went through, Yahweh Shema Shai was there. You know, he was with me. He made sure I was provided for, taken care of.
Right.
Right. I never went starving. You
Right.
know, I might have been weary and weak, but the Lord was there through it all.
Go ahead. Push. You gotta really.
Tight.
With both hands.
Yeah. Was there any more than that?
That was it on that. That was the point.
Okay.
So you want Isaiah 47?
3.
Or you want me to keep reading?
All
All right. Isaiah 47, it said 3. All right, it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, vengeance, yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Talking about Esau, Edom.
Yep.
You know, the Lord is uncovering his secret places. So where
No.
he's not able to hide himself. You know? The Lord is getting this man naked. He's being seen. He's not able to hide himself, right? Talking about Esau, Edom, and his wicked devices. 144 in their code.
Time.
1440.
Yeah. 44. So read again. Isaiah 47 and 3 says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
That's right. So the Lord is going to take vengeance, and the Lord is not going to meet thee as a man.
Yeah. It's all good, brother. Yeah, the Lord said he's not going to meet you as a man. Oh, you got it, brother.
The Lord ain't going to meet Esau, Edom as a man. So here it is, he's coming in his power and his glory, right? So knowing that, you know, knowing that the Lord is going to jack this man up, what we got to be afraid of? What do we have to fear? Get Exodus 14 and 13,
Okay.
verses 13 and 14. You got one. You know, so the Lord isn't going to meet this man. He's coming back in his authority and power and might, right? And that authority and power and might ain't. It can reach on to over here in the Western Hemisphere, you know, or wherever you're scattered, right?
Wow.
Wherever you're scattered, if you're an Israelite, the Lord's authority and power, it can reach to you. You know, he has a helping hand to be able to save. He has a helping hand to be able to deliver.
Right.
And that's what we gotta understand. Whatever situation that we are put into is prophecy. It was meant to happen. It was written to happen. We can read it and see that it was supposed to happen.
This is Exodus chapter 14, verse 13, right? It says, and Moses said to the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord.
And that's what the Lord is telling us now through his leadership, right? The apostle is a great millstone. Fear not. Don't fear this devil. Don't fear Esau, Edom, the great deceiver of the planet Earth, the so-called white man today. Don't fear him. What? He's just a man. You know, that measly Homo sapien with his measly weapons, right?
Homo sapien, your guns.
Because, you know, ultimately, you know, I was thinking about, you know, when Lord come back, you know, these missiles are going to be shot off. The Lord can have it to where, you know, the missiles stop in the mid-air.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
All the missiles get shot off and they just meet with him, you know, ready to bring judgment upon America. Then what? You know, when he's there, the elected's getting beamed up.
Yep.
And then once the elected's on chariots, then all the missiles just get shot down. You know, this is a power that the missiles ain't just gonna be, you know, I'm not saying it can't happen, but the missiles just come and you be like, oh damn, the Lord gotta hurry up. No, the Lord can literally stop the missiles in midair, you know, let them all shoot off and just be aiming for their target.
Yeah, Scripture said the righteous shall scarcely be saved. You know, and so I mean, like you said, you speaking as a man, you know, but hey, that could play out.
That's scarcely being saved is 5, you know, damn, 5 minutes ago we were whooping out. The good thing we got out of that rain.
Right.
We scarcely got out of that rain.
Yeah, it would have been missile food.
Yeah.
Let's try for the
And these different situations that we're put into.
That's right. It says, Exodus chapter 14, verse 13, it says, and Moses said to the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord.
Because you got to remember, the Egyptians were on their ass. And the Lord was like, stay here.
Yep.
You know, like Moses, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And everybody was asking Moses, like, what are we doing?
Yeah, you know, you guys in this.
Because you know, because they couldn't, you know, he had to split the sea.
Yeah.
You know, you got put into a predicament where only way you can get out is a miracle happened.
Right.
You know, so on these predicaments that we're gonna be in, the only way you can get out is if a miracle happens. You know, a miracle is going to have to happen in order for us to get out of these different situations that we're put into.
Yeah.
You know, and miracles happen every day. You know, but you gotta be able to see that in your walk.
You know, it's so funny you say that. I remember one week I was going up this particular street here in Raleigh, and it said on my news break app thing, it said accident, car flipped over, and it had the exact time. It was like 7:40 something, and I was like, man, I was on that road, that exact area right there, during that time. So it happened after like I went through a stoplight or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, it kind of blew me away. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you think about
Yeah. Yep. Nah, seriously.
Yeah. So reading on. Yep. Back in Exodus 14 and 13, it says, "And see the salvation of the Lord, which He will shew to you today."
That's right. And you're gonna see the salvation of our Lord. He's gonna show us His salvation, right? And we have, if those with the eyes to see and ears to hear, we understand the chariots of salvation are gonna come and save us. We understand, we can see, we can envision. You know, here it is. We're in a predicament of no food, no water. And one morning we're in the house and it's a pantry full of not delicacies, but food that are beneficial to the body. You know, we got a woman in the house that know how to take the flour and make it into bread, and make rolls where you don't gotta cook anything, right? Or whatever it may be, right? And damn, it might just be a food ready for you, a plate of food that's cooked for you already. When Joshua entered into the house of the widow, or I'm not sure there was another account with the widow, but into the house with the with her and her son. Yeah. He says, as long as I'm in the house, the oil shall not fail.
Yep.
And that was literal. Spiritual in these times, right? With the knowledge and wisdom and understanding, it isn't gonna fail us. But that was literal. You had I believe you had the widow, and she was in debt. To the money exchangers, so to speak, and he took all the vessels in the house and out of one pitcher and filled them all up and sold it. Yep. Right? That kind of power is gonna come. Yep. And it's gonna be mind-boggling. It's gonna be like, whoa. It's like when you see it, you're gonna like, whoa.
She could be back here now. Her and her son. Mm-hmm.
All right. One of you sisters.
Yeah, I know. It could be one of you sisters.
No, don't get high, man.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I have a son. I got one in the minute, Lord.
All right.
But it reads on Exodus chapter 14, verse 13. It says, "Which He will shew to you today for the Egyptians, whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more."
That's right. So today we're in the hands of our oppressors, but a day is coming, we're not going to see these devils no more. And that should be something to rejoice about. The Lord going to take them out of power. The Lord going to take them down. That's something that we should be very excited about. Ecstatic about, actually.
All right. Yeah. I mean, because this is Joel 20 and 7. Matter of fact, start up.
Okay. Are you talking about the wicked?
Yeah.
Service. Start wherever you want.
This is Joel 20 and I started 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reaches unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision in the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him.
Yep. Speaking about Esau, Edom.
Yep.
There's gonna come a day where this man's gonna be taken out of power.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be carted up. To work in our mines, in our fields, and eventually the Edomite is gonna be done away with.
Yep.
Nobody's gonna be talking about the wisdom of Edom, 20 years from now.
Yeah.
And holding in such high renown.
That borrowed wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And it's really it's a makeshift. It's makeshift. Because a lot of this man, he feels like he's so smart. He always tries to demonize the true medicines of Yahweh Shema Shai. Right? That's what he tries to do, which are the herbs.
Yep.
And really, when you understand, those things only work if the Lord allows them to work. Right? Your tooth enamel. He said, "Oh, your teeth can't grow back. Your tooth enamel can't grow back." Who fucking said that?
Yeah. Oh.
The Lord can have can cause anything to grow back.
That's right.
The Lord.
It's like, what's those lizards that they tell that grows right on back?
The Ugandas or something?
Yeah, something like iguanas?
Iguanas.
Yeah.
I can't really say the word.
Yeah.
But no, when Peter smote the ear of the high priest's servant, you'd think an ear could never grow back. Now the Lord, with discipline, right, with prayer, with fasting, the Lord can have, your teeth heal themselves.
It's like he healed Tobit's father. He was blind, and he put the
was it mud?
Nah, with the fish, the
gallbladder.
gallbladder.
No, I think it's different now.
No. It was something like that. The gallbladder was. I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, I know Yahweh Shai grabbed some mud and put it on someone's face. Yeah. Now it's been a while since I read the book of Tobit. So
yeah.
I was gonna get into that word as well.
Yeah, it's a great story, but he healed them too.
Yeah, man, blind. Who seeing somebody lose their eyesight?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a miracle.
Yep.
And you don't gotta do it. How Esau Edom says you to do it.
Yeah. Just like with the big C.
Yep.
People are so caught up in a quick fix. So they go to Edom for a quick fix when everything's a process with the Lord. Edom wants to skip straight from the process and go straight to the final product. Don't work like that with the Lord.
Because what? When Yahweh Shai will heal people, thy sins have been forgiven. So our sin it tells us in Maccabees, our prophet said, it's our sins the reason why we suffer.
Yep.
So as long as we are departing from iniquity in our sins, and we're back with our power, these devils can't do nothing against us.
Right.
None of these plans of the Esau Edom are working anymore. Was there any more in the Exodus? Was there any more in the precept that you were reading?
Yeah, I just want to speak on he shall perish forever like his own dung.
Okay, yep.
Just like Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? And nobody think about Pharaoh right now, except for through when going to the scriptures about it. But other than that, Pharaoh's name's not ringing bells in the earth.
They just say Pharaoh. What's his name? He had a name.
Yeah, he had a name.
But he just known as Pharaoh to us.
Pharaoh, that's right. Nobody.
Nebuchadnezzar. There's plenty of Nebuchadnezzars.
Yep.
All of these men, the Lord just really he's wiping their name out. They're not important to the Lord.
Right.
The Canaanites. Well, what was their,
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Don't nobody care about that.
Right.
But the Lord, the history of our people, our forefathers,
right,
is going to be remembered for generations to come. See, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to finish off Exodus. It says, for the Egyptians, Exodus 14 and 13, for the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more. Going back to what we just read in Job. Esau is the same way. All right, we're going to see him no more. He's going to perish forever after he serves his punishment, man. And just like you take a dump, all right, and you flush the toilet, you don't think about that crap anymore. Once the water and the pressure takes it down the drain,
it's out of your mind.
It's out of your mind. It says, verse 14, the Lord shall fight for you. Yes, like he said, ye shall see them again no more forever.
That's right.
Forever.
Well, once Esau Edom is taken out of power, that's it. But it starts now. His power has already begun to wane.
Yeah.
This man thinks he's these devils are what? what's that in Job chapter 5 in 14, I believe, or it talks about how he's making rash decisions. Oh, the counsel of the poor is carried headlong. It's carried hastily without thinking.
Yep, this is
Because when you want something done now, right, you make rash decisions, you make poor decisions.
Yep.
This has got to be done right now, right now. Sometimes you're like, no.
Yep.
Let's say you want to put something away in the closet, but you don't got time, right? You make a rash decision, just put it away. It's gonna be unorganized.
right.
But you say, nah, we get to it later. When we got a little bit more time, you can organize things and put it done and get it done properly. Edom, he can't put things in order how he wants things done properly because he see believers are waking up. He sees he's getting a backlash from these other nations. The Lord is putting the Spirit on them. He sees the presence of the angels.
It's funny. I seen an article back here. You can't do a lesson on everything, but the pork sales were down at one point.
Damn.
Here in America. It's like what?
Yep.
But like you say, Jacob's waking up, man.
A lot of people are on, trying to the tip. You can't even say the H word.
I know, right?
None of my videos, all my videos can get flagged. Damn medical misinformation.
Like 2020, right?
Yeah. I'm like, damn.
Take them down. Take them down.
I mean, yeah. Well, we don't care.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna. I watch an old breakdown video.
Right.
I ain't gonna watch my old camp video. Me personally, I'm gonna watch the old apostle video though.
All right.
We nobodies.
Yeah, exactly. It says, verse 14, the Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace.
That's right. So hold your peace.
Yep.
Don't cry, help.
Right.
No. To the enemy, we're crying to Yahweh Shema Shah for him to help us.
And with our adversary, the physical counterpart, the spiritual demon Satan, Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, that's what he's going to try to link us with, man, with carnal people. All right, but the scriptures cut all that. We know that the scripture, the weapons of warfare, are not carnal, and we just read here, the Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. We're going to hold our peace. This is not our fight. This man Ben got the edge on us, man. He been got the upper hand on us, man.
In a physical sense.
In a physical sense, yeah. So it's like, you can have that, Esau. We're not trying to come at you with your blessing. We're coming at you with
Our blessing.
our blessing.
The Holy Spirit.
That's right.
Because, these foods that they're trying to put,
Yeah, the alphabet sin.
oh yeah.
Yeah, the capital N.
But they got the apple cider vinegar get bought by celebrities, and then these celebrities are allowed access to diabolical scientists to get up in there. But it's okay. This man got grips on everything.
Yep.
Every
You guys speaking cold,
Yeah. Well, apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
Granny Smith made
Granny
that,
Smith.
right? Granny Smith apples. That's why I said diabolical. Were you talking about that though? I wasn't sure. You talking about the juicy juice?
Yeah, I thought you wanted.
Oh yeah, well, kinda, yeah. I mean, kinda,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
But it just because they don't got a sticker on, don't mean it's not.
Exactly.
Come on, bro. You said they don't got a sticker on. What are you talking about?
Right.
Don't get me wrong. Some of these Edomites may keep their integrity of their food, but it ain't how it's supposed to be.
Right.
It ain't how Israel was to keep the integrity of their food, and so everything is defiled. The planet Earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Right.
Right. So let's go back.
Got something refreshing.
Yeah, get your fix up.
This is Job 5:12. It says, I started 11. To set up us 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty.
Start 10.
Sorry, 10. Yep. This is Sirach 5 and 10.
Job 5 and 10.
Yeah. It says, who giveth rain upon the earth and setteth waters upon the fields.
That's right. The Lord is having His doctrine fall as the rain.
Yep.
He's giving that. He's watering the earth. The dry grounds. Right. The Lord has this water, this truth flourishing in the earth.
Dry trees.
I know, right?
You know?
Jake was dry, without wisdom, without knowledge.
Yep.
You know, let me get reset real quick.
Yeah. Yep. You know, like you said, you know, the Lord's having this word rain down like the waters. You know, and it's flooding. It's really flooding, not just the internet, but the the entire world through the internet, man.
Everybody's on a different influence, a different vibration. Stones, sages.
Yep.
You know, the scents. You know, tiger's eye. You know, everybody's getting on these things because the Israelites were back in and we're tapping back into our heritage. Everybody, this.
Yep.
This is Isaiah 44:3. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground.
There you go.
I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring.
Yep. This is Israel. You know, the chosen seed line. But to who? Isaac.
Yep.
You know.
That's right. And in the latter days upon the earth, they will be thirsty. You know, that they would need relief.
What's that? Ezekiel 37.
Oh, yeah.
Bones live.
You know, because when you're thirsty, I need a refresher.
Yeah.
You know, I need what they call them. I need a refreshment.
A refreshment. Yeah.
You know, and that's what this truth has done to our people. It has refreshed their minds. It feel good. Back to new.
Yeah. We got hope. We got hope. You know what I'm saying? We have spiritual hope. Esau tried to kill our hope, and he still is trying to kill our hope. But guess what? He's not gonna kill the hope of the elect.
You can't steal the dreams and hopes of the elect.
Yeah. You know, it's like Esau wants every Israelite, right? But it's like, yo, I don't even want every Israelite. So go ahead and have them.
I know, right? Esau get with the scraps, so he can have the leftovers. All right, one time you can have it.
Yeah, I didn't want to, you can get to eat, you get up, leave food. I didn't want it anyway. Somebody comes in and snatches it up. Ooh, I'm gonna be mad. That's a thing now.
Yeah.
People sit in restaurants and act like they're gonna order something. They'll wait till whoever leaves and they leave food, they eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been caught on camera. Yeah, people are doing that.
Damn.
It's disgusting, but
people desperate.
But that's the times we're in. But that's what it's like. It's like Esau coming in, scraps, rest of scraps,
Desperate time,
yeah.
Desperate measures.
The Lord's like, I don't want that.
It's terrible.
Yep.
Esau getting the scraps, the leftovers, the ones that fell by the seaside.
Yeah. This is Job 5:10. It says, "Who giveth rain upon the earth and setteth waters upon the fields, to set up on high those that be low."
So the purpose of those waters coming, this truth, this flood of truth, is to set on high those that be low. The rich sit in low places. But what? They're before honor is humility. So we had to be brought to a low estate. But he's gonna set up on high those that be low. You got it?
Yeah, the poor.
But rich in faith.
But rich in faith, man. It says that those which mourn may be exalted to safety.
Because everybody has faith in something, but we have faith in the living power. We have faith. Yeah. We have faith in the true and living power. Yahweh Shema Shai. So everyone has faith in something, but we have faith in what our vision is, our dreams, right? Would not be frustrated.
Right.
Would not be taken away from us. Right?
That's right.
What was the second part of that?
Yeah. It's Job chapter 5, verse 11. It says, to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety.
That's right. And we're out here mourning. He said, we're sighing and crying for all the abominations that are done in the midst thereof. You get a little bit of money. Yeah, you hit the lottery.
Yeah.
But you go buy some damn food and it's contaminated.
Yes.
You got all this money in your bank account, but you still getting stuck in traffic. You still got a ugly Edomite next to your neighbor. Like, dog crapping in your yard.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, really now. Why do you want to be here?
I don't want to be here, man.
I want to be here. You got to come downtown. You don't work anymore, right?
Yeah.
You're chilling.
Yeah.
And you guys walk over some Edomite.
Oh,
walk by some Edomites and you're walking over dog crap. You know, Edomites let they dogs crap on the damn sidewalk. That's unsanitary. You know, you can't just clean that up with water. You can't just. That's not just clean just because you pick it up.
Yep.
You know.
I was thinking about something. They say rats carry diseases, right?
Edomites carry it.
Yeah, they are. They are the disease. Yeah, the disease to the earth, man. Put that video in the group chat. You know, these animals, they really hate me. You know, they try to put a muzzle on the dog, you know, the moose was chilling and Esau comes over and trying to like snap pictures of it, you know what I'm saying?
You wonder why these dogs be bugging out because the food that they feed them. Right, we saw an obese monkey. A monkey that was obese, just eating all day.
Yeah, thanks Esau.
He
Thanks.
couldn't even stand up.
Yeah.
He had no choice but to sit down. And why? Because everybody would feed him crap.
Yep.
He eventually got big.
Yeah. Yep.
And a lot of these cats and dogs, everything is out of course.
Yep. So it reads on.
That's why those that are low gotta be exalted. You know, those are because of the wickedness. We gotta be exalted and saved. We gotta be saved out of here. You got all these Dr. Bob. Yeah. Look at this man. He's supposed to be this health doctor. You see it?
I know what you're talking about.
Man, I was like, well, you see his gut.
Yep.
You know, but you're supposed to be this healthy man promoting health. But even this man is taken by the devices of Esau Edom.
Yep.
Brother supposed to be another dude's video. He's talking about all this health stuff,
Yeah.
juicing, all this.
Yeah.
Man,
It's all a joke.
your gut, I can see that gut through that shirt of yours.
Yeah, Martin had an episode of that, Martin had a show, an actual show on the show.
Yeah.
And they was interviewing this like fitness instructor lady, and during the commercial cut, she's like, oh, you know, give me this, give me that, and she's like, you know, trying to throw her face in. Martin's like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like she's not living what she's promoting.
She's a hypocrite.
A hypocrite.
And that's what the internet is. Internet is a bunch of actors.
Yeah.
You know, you got these guys that deadlift heavy women and they act like they're in the best shape of their life, but their body hurts. They won't tell you how much their damn shoulder hurts, how much their arms hurt.
What's that dude? That Edomite that was all swole, eating like bone marrow and all this and that. I forgot his name, but he was been a hypocrite. They called him out on it. Like he got like work done to his muscles and everything, man.
Damn.
You know, saying eat this and you'll get like me. That was BS.
Yeah. Natty or not?
Right.
Nah.
So back in Job 5:12, he disappointed the device of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
And what's the enterprise of the wicked elites of the society? It said their new blank order. You know, that's how you gotta say it. The new blank order.
The new vanity order.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the new vain order.
Right? It's vanity, it's vain because it's gonna come to naught.
Right.
He's gonna disappoint you, my man. Everybody, these elites got high hopes for this coming to pass. But that disappointment is gonna come by Yahweh Shema Shan. You ever look, you got high hopes for something? Oh yeah, this is gonna be the year, this is gonna be it, and then you get let down. You get that sick feeling to your stomach. You know, he's gonna disappoint the devices of the crafty.
Yep.
Right? You know, this man pulling the strings behind the scenes. Right? He's very crafty, but you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, what about to snatch control out of his hand?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 13, Job 5:13, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
We'll look at that word crafty in the blue letter.
Okay.
Pull it up.
It says, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. All right? They're in different strengths, man. This man is fighting everyone on top of what he wants to bring. Fighting all these nations.
Right? Nation's like, oh, wow, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
what do you want to do
What
with
do you
people?
want to do? Yeah.
It's like I can't remember that dude's name. Oh, Aaron Russo.
Yeah.
He was like, what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, you want to do
Oh,
what?
that's wrong.
Yeah.
Because everybody's not like you, Esau.
Yep.
You know? crafty, subtile, sly. You know, prudent but in an evil sense.
Yep.
Right? Sly.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That was pretty much sly, crafty.
Yeah.
Clever at achieving one's aim by deception, by deceitful methods.
Like, aren't you people tired of being deceived? Right? But these people don't want to unplug. They you know, go into the matrix. Well, that dude said, I know it's fake. You know? I'm talking about the state.
Yeah, cipher.
Yeah. That demon.
You know? Cipher.
Yeah.
But, yeah. People know there's something up with it, and the Lord is going to put the spirit on them to, nah. We ain't with this guy.
Right.
You know? You know, we understand what prophecies say. Prophecies say that everybody's going to turn on Esau, Edom.
Yeah.
The Lord's going to put a spirit on them to have an evil thought.
Yeah.
You know, and when the Lord come back, you don't got to have nobody push the button. The Lord can have the missiles come out of the damn, out of the silos themselves and be shot off.
And it makes you think, like, you know, who did that? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They'd be sending phone calls. I didn't do it. You know?
I know, right? Oh, they show you that in G.I. Joe, the second one? When they do have in the, you know, G.I. Joe.
I don't think I've ever seen the second one.
Maybe the first one, when they had they were underground. Pretty sure it was the second one.
Yeah.
They shot the president was infiltrated by the, you know, the enemy of the G.I. Joe, and he was like, well, I'm gonna push my button first.
Yeah.
And then he pushed the button in front of the world leaders, and then after everybody had their missiles shot off, it was like, hey, you're gonna destroy my country, I'm gonna destroy yours.
Right.
And he was like, and then the president, he had turned off his missiles first.
Yeah.
And he was like, what, am I going to be the only one who doesn't destroy the earth? And then he had a diabolical plan, and he had put laser beams on the moon.
Right.
So this way you can't shoot his moon
Right.
weapons down.
Right.
He said, now I have the upper hand. You know, so you can't trust Esau either.
Right.
I mean, regardless, right?
Right.
Regardless of what the man plans is. The Lord can just push the button.
Mm-hmm. That was it on that. This prophecy.
Oh, I was gonna. I have. Can you?
Yeah.
I have a few more precepts.
Yeah.
Can you get Romans 15 and 4? Yeah. Because all of these things we're learning of, right? And we're applying these things to our life, the times that we're living in.
Yep.
All the men before, they were in perilous times. Moses was commanded by the Lord to go forth and to preach unto Pharaoh. Now go confront him to his face. Let him know to let the children of Israel go.
Yep.
You know, he could have been, you know, wherever he was. He probably, you know, and then, but when he got called to that palace to take away them plagues, right? You know, they could have been on the streets preaching. You know, we always, you know, Christian always he went right in front of Moses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have entered into the gates of the nobles now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mordecai, he knew exactly. You know, Haman knew where Mordecai was. He was in the gate, preaching.
Yep.
You know, bring him here, bring him in.
Yeah.
Call Moses in.
Right.
Ask him why these plagues are on our society.
Right.
He was preaching the gospel. Go ahead.
Yep. This is Romans 15 and 4. It says, for whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
And we're full of hope. We're saved by hope. Yep. So these things that we read, they were written that we can learn of them, right? Learn the lessons of our forefathers, learn where some of our forefathers made mistakes, right? Where they excelled, learn about these things. Tap into this power that we have. You know, the power of the words of Yahweh Shema Shah, where the word of a king is, there is power.
There's power.
You know, so we gotta tap into this power. We gotta tap into this higher learning, so to speak.
This is Sirach 24 and 33. It says, 32, yet I will make doctrine to shine as the morning, and will send forth her light afar off. I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy, and lead it to all ages forever.
Right, read it again.
Yeah, this is Sirach 24 and 32. I will yet make doctrine to shine as the morning.
That's right. To shine as the morning.
Uh-huh.
Right? So this doctrine is being revealed in the earth. It's shining in the earth.
Yep.
You know, the lights of the men of the Lord are shining. You know, we out here every week to bring out the truth, to make known, to reveal unto you the ways of the Abba Shema Shai, the famines, the evils, the pestilence. You know, when you read the book of Exodus, from what I remember, the Lord told Moses that he was going to take Pharaoh's first, you know,
Yep.
he was going to kill the firstborn, but he didn't tell him about everything else.
Yeah, I think it's firstborn male.
Yeah, he didn't tell him about the other plagues that he was going to bring upon them. Right? This is my beloved son.
You guys are totally good.
You know? So, he didn't tell him that he was going to bring the frogs, the locusts.
Yeah, he didn't tell him.
Right? So there's things that are going to happen in these last days that, you know, we were like, whoa. But we're going to know who did it.
Yeah.
The Lord done did it.
Yeah.
Fire, tornadoes. We might see a damn entourage of fire tornadoes coming and sitting near you. Remember saw that tornado I posted?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know? Things like that's gonna happen. Then a damn tsunami's gonna come. All types of different plagues and dis-ease are coming to the earth. You know?
Just time the wine festival.
What happened?
I ain't know how to go before. You're not scared.
It's over work.
Alright. Yep. Sirach 24 and 33. The rest of 22. I will yet make doctrine to shine as the morning, and I will send forth her light afar off. I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy.
That's right. So the doctrine that we're teaching is prophecy. The testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So what prophecies are you guys talking about in these other camps?
Yep.
You know, what are you telling our people about? The Lord returning, that's awesome. You know, let's keep doing that, right? What's gonna happen before the Lord come back? You know, what's gonna be happening on the earth during those times?
Right.
You know, what's up with this micro seed that they keep talking about? What's up with that?
Right.
That guy ain't even doing the prophecies to be Shema Shai. You know, the men of great millstone say yay. You know, that's our stand on it. Start with the apostle. Yeah, it does have a lot to do. And we're going to see them, you know, coming into 2024, how they're going to implement this MOT to the B system even more, how they're going to start pushing it. You know, dealing with these other banks, Wells Fargo, Chase.
Yeah, they're saying that this winter is going to be the worst for the banks, letting you know that they're going to put the squeeze on shutting these BAs down.
Yep, in the monetary system as they know it, cash. Cash will no longer be king. You know, these are times where we're coming into.
Yep.
Right? Oh, I don't see it happening.
Right.
I see the Cowboys making it to the Super Bowl this year. I see Kyrie Irving, you know, finally getting his first ring. I see this. I see that.
Second ring.
I don't know. I'm just sorry. I don't watch sports. Sports, brothers watch, but good for you. I can't watch.
I mean, I used to love sports, but it's true put a damper on all that.
Yeah, I mean, I used to love sports too.
Yeah, don't make it fun no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot of things I can't get into like I used to. You know?
Yeah.
Movie, I love movies. Watch a movie. Now, look at this mode. All I can think about is like all the story great.
Yeah.
All I can think is about all the, you know, negativity, all the false religions and doctrines that are being pushed.
So it says, Sirach 24 and 33, it says, I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy and leave it to all ages forever.
That's right.
And that's what's written for our learning, prophecy. You know, things that was written aforetime, they're coming to pass, and a lot of them are coming to pass these days now, man. And that's what we're supposed to be on the lookout for. Like you said, what the hell with sports, man? The hell with, you know, I mean, if you want to go see a game, fine, whatever. You know, be in this world but not abusing it. Okay, I get it.
Let that be, you know, every once in a while, you
Yeah.
know?
Don't be a fanatic. Like
Every Sunday you gotta watch football.
Yeah.
Like, damn, my guy.
You
Every
know?
Sunday you trying to watch the game.
It's really just background music at the end of the day for me.
I know, right?
You know?
Background, cleaning the house.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, you know, you
clean
just,
the
yeah.
house. You ain't only like, woo!
Yeah. You know,
Let's go.
you got your beard with your cover.
You got
the
the
sports.
wings.
They got the wings, you
Like
know.
the hiccup.
Ah, man.
Woo!
Yeah. So going back, this is Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Yeah. It says, "For whatsoever things are written aforetime was written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope." Yeah. Okay. Hope. Our faith relies on what is written. That's what our faith relies on. You know? Because in these times that we're living in, prophecy is about to fulfill itself in full effect. You have a second chapter? All right? And, you know, hey, you don't have to believe it, man. You know? They'll believe it when it's too late, but they will believe.
Yeah. Your eyes gotta be open to the deception of this world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just real quick, I was watching this clip. You know, these women were like, you know, just two women. I don't know that they're celebrities though.
Right.
He's just like, you know, I want to be with a man, but you know, I got my career is too important. Blah blah blah. He's like, the only thing I fear is, you know, 7 years from now, I'm gonna regret not getting with a man. And she was like, oh yeah, that was me. And she was like, wait, but aren't you happy? And she said, yup, I am. And just like, and everybody was like, you know, everybody on the comment board, well, she's happy, good for her, but that's not what I want.
Yeah.
No, that's a doctrine that they're pushing forward. Why are they on national television just the dogma of two women?
Yep.
The doctrine of two. Why is that pushed to the forefront? Because that's a doctrine that's being pushed, and those things will be stopped.
Yeah. You may think about that scripture. The scriptures say, men shall be lovers of themselves. That's men and women.
Yeah.
You know, it's promoted to love yourself before you can love anybody. Well, if you want a well-functioning, stable society and family, all right, women gonna have to submit.
That's right. They're gonna order things.
Yeah, the scriptures say your desire should be towards your husband.
You got a manager, right? And
Yeah.
you got two managers. One manager tell you to clean the floors. The other one say make sure the customers are good.
Right.
You know, you gonna be like, what the hell?
Exactly.
What should I do?
Right.
This is Habakkuk 2:3. Verse 3.
What the Spirit said.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Yeah, the vision is referring to the prophecies. Okay? We're painting a picture for you through these scriptures of what's getting ready to come to pass, man. All right? And according to Matthew the 13th chapter, only the elect is going to see what we're saying through the Spirit. Wars, famines, destructions. Man. Hey, I can see that.
Right?
You know? You know how people be like, look at this picture and tell me what you see? You know, we're painting a picture and we're saying, look, what do you see?
Yeah, what was Fine Waldo or something?
Where's Waldo?
Where's Waldo?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we like, oh, that's where the mess up is.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
You know, that right there, that's the problem.
Yeah.
And now Waldo, he snuck in the game, he's not supposed to be there. That's the wickedness, that's the deception. That's the lie right there. That's what the Lord is pointing out. This is Habakkuk 2:3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Yeah, people gotta ask, but the end of what? The end of the world? No, the end of an age. The end of a certain race of people's rulership.
Yep.
And it's Edom. All right, everyone has a biblical nationality, contrary to popular. How in the hell are those small hats over there? They got a biblical nationality, but everyone else on the planet doesn't.
Yep.
People don't think about that, man. And you get mad, yo. You get mad thinking about it, yo. These people are really freaking stupid, yo. You got it. All right.
This is Habakkuk 2:3. For the vision is yet for the appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
It shall not lie. You're not gonna be able to lie about what the MOTB is, man. You're not gonna be able to go around it, dodge it. It's gonna be right in your freaking face, man. Cause this man gonna say, look, by this date,
everybody needs it.
Everybody needs it.
You can't operate without this.
Yeah, you can operate without it. You know, imagine, look, imagine, you know, having a family. You know?
Yep. And the brother do the World War III algorithms. The elder
Chrome,
oh yeah, that elder too.
Ariella.
The elder Ariella.
Yep.
He said just like Wells Fargo.
Yep.
You know, they used to be what was it? Wachovia.
Yeah, yeah.
They're Wachovia, and then one day you just come in and everybody's just Wells Fargo. The systems.
Yep.
You know,
I remember that.
And I remember it being a hot mess. Yeah, I went to the bank. You know, everybody was like, "Man, I hate it." You know, but luckily for us, we had a smooth trip in there. Mom was like, "Wow, that was so easy."
Yeah.
But everybody else in the bank, I remember being a kid, there being like an uproar.
Yeah.
But damn, we should have kept the old system. And then my mom's turn to go.
Yeah.
She got in and out. You know, cash her check. She was good.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, I like Wells Fargo. I like Wells.
Right.
You know, so here it is. You know, a system come in just like that overnight. This is what we're doing now. We're not dealing with that.
That's right.
Esau, he's like, you can get with this or you can get with that.
I don't. Yeah, no, I love your outfits. Yeah, fucking whores, man.
Horrible.
Yeah.
And it's not culture. No culture in that.
None.
Anybody can dress like that.
Exactly.
Tell you there's no culture. Habakkuk 2:3.
Yep.
It says, though it tarry, wait for it,
Uh-huh.
because it shall surely come, it will not tarry.
Yeah, and it's not tarrying now, man. These, like we just talked about the MO, the T to the B, man. This thing is out here. The technology is here already. People are getting it. People are going and buying and selling with it, man. And our people are not going to understand until it's right before their eyes. They're going to be able to hide from it, man. Matter of fact, did I think of Revelation 13? You know?
Yep, let's get it.
Start at the top with, well, around verse 9. If any man have an ear to hear, let him hear.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna get one real quick.
Yeah.
This is Revelation 1:3.
Yep.
Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
It's very important to read. When you read, you have to comprehend what you're reading. Going back to Proverbs 4, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. All that getting, get understanding.
Right. And now is the time to tap in, right? It's get dark soon.
Yeah.
Right. So damn, it's like, damn, what is there to do? Right? Might as well read.
Yep.
Pray more. You gotta keep the spirit hot. You don't get cold outside, right?
Yep.
Cold out. You gotta keep the spirit hot.
That's right.
It's easy. Summertime a little easier.
Yeah.
The sun, that energy, that ball, that heat. There's a energy behind that. There's a force.
Yeah. That's why I was shaking his head, like, you know.
My God, you've been in the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who cares? And keep those things that are written therein, for the time is at hand.
Yeah, and keep those things that are written therein, because the time is at hand. Keep what? That crown. Where's our crown at? In these scriptures, man. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Holding fast to what we have. That Esau don't take our crown. Or a woman take your crown. Or anything outside of this truth take your crown, man. A job, an opportunity. You know, laziness, being tired of pushing. You know?
We all tired.
Those demons, right. Those demons taking your crown, man.
The way of the world.
Right. How much more the apostles, the elders have been pushing well longer before you was even born, man. You know?
Men ought always to pray and not to faint.
That's right.
Yahweh Shai said, men ought always to pray and not to faint. Again, weary, pray. Ask the Lord for help. Beg for it. 1144 in that car right there.
Con.
I was driving on the way to work.
Yeah.
License plate. I pulled up, see the car. I was like, I was behind the car for like 2 minutes. Like, wait, look at that license plate.
Let's go.
144.
Let's go.
I saw. It was. I took a picture of it. I'll share with the group chat.
Right.
This is Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
And that, you know, the funny thing about that, you know, brothers, to me that never gets old. Put in the group chat. You know, you can see it 2 minutes ago. Put it in again.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we need all the faith we can get in these latter days, man. To help build our faith.
It's like hold.
hold 144. Yeah, yeah.
Like, hold on.
Yeah, hold.
Like, hold on to what we got.
That's right.
That's what it had, hold now. Like, oh, that's spiritual.
Yeah.
Hold, 7,
Yeah,
4, 4, 1, you know?
that's right. Yeah, I like to go wrestling on that.
Isn't that right? I don't like, I'd be wanting to, but that's up with license plate, you know? Yeah, you know? They can Google that.
Yeah.
Find out where they live.
Yeah, and blame you, you know.
Yeah, I don't like to do that. This is the Revelation 13 and 16.
Right.
Or 16, right?
Yeah. Did you read 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says, and he calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor.
Yeah, the elite banking families, man, the ones who run, all right, so-called run the earth behind closed doors, man. They give out the orders, all right? They're going to cause all, it doesn't matter who you are, because the power was given to them. Job 9:24, the earth was given to the hands of the wicked. These people are wicked, all right? They want to alter, all right, what Yahweh Shai has made perfect, okay? He has made each and every one of us perfect. Yes, women, the women of our nation, he has made you perfect. Now women will go get BBLs and, you know, cut this and cut that, you know? But
Not supposed to do that.
not supposed to do that, man. And then you wondering why you're dealing with this element, wondering why you got deleted, wondering why you can't crap properly. You know?
That's right.
Bunch of bug outs, man. This is not our rest, man.
Hormones all messed up. Hormones all messed
Hormones
up.
all messed up, yeah. You wondering why you ain't got no sex drive?
While your mind is plagued.
Why your mind is plagued?
Because that man is supposed to give you that comfort. You know, oh yeah, this how we're gonna handle the bills this month. That's supposed to put you at ease.
Yeah.
You know, oh, this how we're gonna handle this situation. Oh, what are you dealing with, sweetheart? Oh yeah, this how we're gonna handle it. All right. Thank you, my lord.
Yeah, I know, right?
Dead
Like,
ass.
you know, like scripture say, like people shall be willing in the day of thy power. So just hold on, you know.
That's right. This is the Revelations 13 and 16. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
Yeah, rich and poor, small and great. You know, free and bond. Doesn't matter who you are. Everyone is going to be tempted with the hour of temptation, man. Which is to try everyone that dwell upon the face of the earth, man. All right, this is how. This sea hip is going to be the new you. Ain't gonna be no more wallets, no more licenses, or you know, photo IDs, or you know, your social security, you know, your bank card. All that is going to be on this sea hip. This is the technology the Lord has given Edom on the left-hand side. But guess what? He that set up a trap set it for himself. Oh, that's yours?
It says to receive a MERK,
Yeah.
a charagma.
Yeah, the Strong's G5480. You know? Was something that's going to be a planet, right? Planet under your
A subthermal device.
yeah, that goes
Under thermal heat.
yeah.
Right? Under the heat of you know, of your body.
Yep.
It's gonna be put inside of you. You know, it's gonna be put inside of you. Just, you know, and anything that is foreign to the body that's put inside of you, because this is a foreign device.
Yep.
You know, this ain't just like, oh, this is I can just pick. This is natural.
Yeah.
No, that's foreign.
And speaking of natural, your body is naturally programmed to fight a foreign object.
Yeah, foreign objects.
You know what I'm saying?
Self-preservation. That's what the body is programmed for.
That's right.
You know, self-preservation.
So this is something that we're not supposed to be venturing into, man. Huh? I know, right? Right.
This is Revelations 13 and 16 one more time.
Yep.
To receive a charagma in their right hand or in their forehead.
Yeah, so it's just, you know, pretty much anywhere on your body. You're not supposed to take this thing, man. You know, because Jake, you know, try to be all clever and slick and sly. You know, well, I get it in the back of my neck. You know, I'll get it here, I'll get it there. No, you're not supposed to get it, period.
Because a lot, you explain these things, they show you in these movies, right? Like Gemini Man, when they got to see him, it was somewhere secret.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he pulled it out. Oh, what? Have you seen the Art of War with Wesley Snipes? The Art of War. They had put a C-hip inside of him in his arm.
Yeah.
His arm had got bruised up at the basketball court, and they had Moab put the C-hip inside him to keep track of him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
He didn't even realize it. He was trapped the whole time.
That's right.
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and it reads, verse 17 now, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
So pretty much, you're not gonna be able to be a participant. It's like you see people now. You see people buying, selling. You know, you're not gonna be able to even enter into these doors if you don't have that C-hip, man.
Yep. And they show you that during the 2020 fiasco. They had a lot of jobs. You work in a warehouse job. They had checkpoints before you go in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they would scan you to check your temperature, right? And you know, in certain restaurants, people wanted to come. I mean, my nigga, they say you can't come in there. You just can't come in there. How hard is that to understand?
Yeah.
Why are you so upset that you can't go spend your money at that restaurant?
Exactly.
They don't believe. They don't believe what I believe in. It's cool. I'm not gonna go and try to sneak in, you know, and have a pass. It's okay. I can cook that food at home. I don't need fried chicken from a restaurant.
Well, a lot of it has to do with how people are addicted to these certain foods. So they're trying to get that fix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's like, they look weirdo. Like, bro, why you in that restaurant? Your woman can't cook?
Right.
You can't
Can't
cook?
You know?
You ain't learn how to cook, my man? You
Right.
don't got a mom that can cook for you? Pay your mom to cook.
Right.
Cook that food for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on. To show you that Jake is invested in this society.
Yep.
And they're gonna do anything they can to stay in the society, to keep up with it, to keep up with the Jeffersons, the Joneses,
The Edomites.
the Edomites. That's right.
You know, that's what it's all about, proving to Edom that, you know, Edom's acceptance.
And,
You know?
and what they have done in the school system is inclusiveness. Everybody is included. And if you got a problem, it's not fair. I want one.
Yep.
I want one. I want to be
I
included.
participated, so I deserve a first place too.
And yeah, a participation reward.
Yeah.
And really, and you're gonna see, they're gonna start slowly, as they start implementing this C-hip in society more and more. They're gonna start revamping those school systems. That's what they're talking about. You know, revamping them. Now we need more restrictions on who's allowed in there. Anyone just can't be up in there, and then they're gonna push a doctrine. They're gonna get a new doctrine up in there. You know, that's what they. This guy, he looked like Elamite running for president. That's what he was sprouting. You know, I saw another guy sprouting the same madness. So it's in the talkings amongst the elites.
Yeah, they're pretty much just, you know, puppets. You know what I'm saying, for the agenda.
And even if they
the
don't,
higher ups.
and even if they don't do it, it's still gonna appeal to the people.
Of course.
You know.
You good. But
Revelation 14.
Yep.
Revelation
14, 2 and 10, 3 and 10.
Yep.
You know?
Revelations 14 and 9.
Yep.
I'm sorry, 8.
That's spirit.
It says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, it is fallen, that great city, because she made all the nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
This is a spiritual Babylon, right? It's talking about America. All right, the daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great, man.
Yep.
You know, her philosophies, her ways, her thought process has been pushed, as you see, you know, throughout the four corners of the earth.
There you go right there.
Street Fighter. That green thing from Street Fighter.
That was
Yeah, I know.
But I'm talking about that. He looked like Sylvester Stallone when he was trying to just walk through the town. The cop picked him up. He's like, "Oh man, I'm trying to go through town and get some food." Just came back from war.
It might be his son. You don't think these celebrities be popping women? You know what I'm saying? This big, you know, one-nighters, man.
But another thing too with the wine has rap is the C-hip is going to be pushed in these other societies. These other it's not only America that the C-hip is going to be pushed, and that's why this whole fully America doctrine or fully Babylon and get on the boat is bogus. Because China is going to set up you know legislation and things that are going to be pushed. You know where you can't operate. It's going to be everywhere.
They're going to be in the Amazon. You
Yeah.
know?
They're going to be in Africa.
Yeah.
You know? They're going to be in Africa, letting you know.
Brothers finished? Yeah, how about you shop?
This is the... There you go, brother. Yeah, but Shimon Shabbat. Show on, brother. It was nice seeing you this week. This is the Revelations 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If any man worship the beast in his image and receive his charagma in his forehead or in his hand."
Yeah, you believe in what this man is pushing, what he's forwarding, man. You know, and you went into some of that, right, with the school systems, the alphabet community. You know, this C-hip, all right.
This diet is better for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Always, this is better for the environment. All of these things.
Yeah.
I saw this one woman. She posted an old picture of herself with braids. She was like, "Oh, sorry, not to offend anyone. You know, I was lame back then." Like, who cares? Like, people care too much about what other people have to say. We don't care about what you people of the world have to say. We understand how little you are.
Exactly. What is a dead person's
opinion matter?
It doesn't, because they're dead. We are dead spiritually to this world. So we don't give a damn.
These people are dead in the mind.
Yeah.
It says, "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh,"
which is those missiles, man.
Yep, that's right. Chariots of fire.
Yeah.
You know, those missiles are gonna be out. The Lord gonna be shooting the fire to turn up the heat. You know, once the heat start going down, the Lord gonna be lighting more fire in there, so it can heat up even more.
Yep.
You know.
You see the Lord. Yeah. You
Throw some more coals in that fire.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be in that fire, feeling it.
Woo.
Screams.
And that's why we fear. That's why we fear. One of the many reasons.
Alright, Lord gonna get that spirit. You're gonna be like, "Damn, that person should have passed away."
Yep.
Screaming.
So you can't hear those screams no more.
Vocals, and then it's just gonna be pain. They ain't gonna stop screaming. They just gonna be the pain. Just gonna be shock.
Yep.
It's terrible. It says, which should be poured out without mixture into the cup of his into the cup of his indignation.
Yep. So this is the righteous anger of the Lord coming forth, man. For all you non-believers and ones who wasn't given the faith to fear Yahweh Shemel Shai, this is going to be your reward according to the Bible. You know?
And we don't want no part of it.
We don't want no parts of it, man.
We want the salvation.
Troy!
It says that he shall be tormented. They're tormented. That tell you it's not going to be quick.
Exactly.
And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb.
So the elect, all right, the angels, Yahweh Shai first and foremost, Most High Yahweh, yo, it's gonna be like a quick, you know how they you tell those quick shorts.
Oh, YouTube shorts?
You go like a YouTube short, man. You know, watching, you know, 2/3 long of our enemies be destroyed, man, on this side.
It's gonna be like a reel. It's gonna be something to watch.
Yeah.
You know, all eyes. It's gonna be like, damn. And that's how you know when the Lord comes back. That's when this destruction is going to come.
That's
And
right.
That's another precept backing it up.
That's right. And we read earlier that the Lord has not, Psalms,
37. The Lord is not forsaking
forsaken
the
the
righteous.
righteous. You know, or a seed begging bread. Well, how am I going to eat, man?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Well, you want to get it?
One more precept.
Yeah. The Lord has not going to forsake the righteous. So when that time comes, he's going to rely on the Lord. Have faith. You know?
This is Sirach 2:10. Look at the generations of old and see if ever any trusted in the Lord and was confounded.
Going back to Romans 15:4, what we read earlier. Right? You got it?
I said, or did any abide in the spirit and was forsaken?
Mm-hmm.
Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Yeah, so who did he ever despise? Means hate that call upon him, man. And that's what we're going to do on that day. That's
Right.
why the names are so important.
Right, those are the keys to get on them ships
Mm-hmm.
for the elect.
That's right.
That's it.
Hey, so look, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. This camp lesson. You know, before we close, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Heavenly Father's only begotten Son.
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Karkadash.
Double honors, Apostle El's great millstone.
Shalom. Shalom.